What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Enduro, and this is another impromptu um, po- podcast. Um, just for those who are asked to join in, like I said, I send a link privately as usual. So if you want to join in, go ahead. I didn't really got anything really in mind per se. The stuff I wanted per se to really do this thing like it. I know I still got to do the Zelda one, but I just ain't got the I just didn't have the time to get what I got again to remember what I wanted to talk about. So just a regular chat podcast up. Question box should not question box. He went in the question box. So make sure that because like I say it's hard to remember to follow. Yep. I mean, the chat box is open, so I can at least keep watching of that. But I do want to, like I said, I'll just chit chat for a while, see what's going on. Anyway, I have to say, thank you everybody out there for the well wishes for my birthday video. Thank y'all. I hope people down there who are in the south part of America, they got, if you're close to the coastline and stuff, hope everything is doing good with you so you can, you're safe, you get your family ready for in case the hurricane. I hope things don't get bad, but I pray that everything goes right. If you're on the coast or close to that, I hope that everything goes good for you. All right. Whew. But it's been going on with gaming news right now. Seeing everybody's been a lot. Some stuff been happening lately. Some real gaming news. Some just started to pop up. Michel Axel basically basically looked like he confirmed and put out that Good and Evil is being done. Good and Evil 2 is going to be getting done.
What the fuck is up, man?
Not much, man.
Got a little tired, dude.
I always tired.
But hey, whenever you're tired, you call your girlfriend, man.
I'm live right now, so you can see what you want to say. My girlfriend is my bed.
Oh man,
that's my running joke that I always tell everybody. If anybody wants, the only person who'd never let me down as a true girlfriend is my bed. But you guys, like I said, yeah, Michel Arcel saying that Good and Evil 2 is coming out. We don't know if it's going to be exclusive to Nintendo. Still could be the rumors or not. Again, I don't know. I can get August if I'll try to see over the weekend if I get in contact with him and see what's going on with that. If it is set to be an exclusive or not.
I hope it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. Why? I hope it's exclusive just to piss off the people that say it should be multi-plat. Because, like, dude, just like with Bayonetta, all the people crying and up in arms and mad because they came to the Wii U are the ones that more than likely did not even buy the original on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. But now, the sequel to this game, which it would not have been a sequel because of Nintendo, unless it was for Nintendo, you're now mad because it's exclusive. Well, they paid for it. So the same thing. This is the same situation where Nintendo saved it. You damn right. I hope it's exclusive because even I think in Mr. T's video, he even said like the game didn't sell well. Like it was a great game, it just didn't sell well. So yeah, I hope it's exclusive. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't buy the first one. I do have it on my Xbox 360. I got the HD version. I had always heard good things about the game, but my backlog is crazy. But now that I got it, I want to go play it.
Okay. Well, it didn't sell well. Like I said, I'm cool with Michel Arcel, but I have to say, it's I don't know if it's gonna be exclusive. The reason I'm saying because it's still Ubisoft. I trust Ubisoft as much as I trust a tiger that's looking at me for food. I just no.
Hey, I'm on the same page, man. I don't trust them. I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't trust them overall. Although I'm pretty sure Nintendo does trust them more so than the likes of EA and Activision. But I definitely get it. I don't trust them either. But at the same time, if it does happen, I'm happy. But if it does end up going multiplayer, I'm not affected. That's
Correct.
the thing. Whether it goes multiplayer or it's exclusive, I'm not affected because I'm getting an NX. I am going to get one if it is indeed a console. But if it goes multiplayer, I'll still get the damn game.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because I don't give my loyalty to just one console.
I hear you. Well, we'll see what happens. But everybody's putting out the screenshots and stuff. So hey, like I said, let's see what happens. Hope the game is just as good as before, and it's the Ubisoft of the past and not the Ubisoft of last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me gain all these
I
games.
completely agree.
Yeah. So we'll see how that comes around. So let's see how that works. Then we have what do you call it? Then we have some games that came out this week, I have to say, and I've been one's coming out at 12 o'clock tonight, which is Paper Mario Color Splash. And seeing it's kind of funny to see some YouTubers who, when the game got announced, got up in their feelings and got all bitchy about it, and now they're like, okay, it's not as bad. I still don't understand the hate for Sticker Star. I don't get it. If you don't like the game like that, okay, but I mean, like I said, I never played Thousand Year Door. I never played. If people say, well, you should, I don't know why is it that we have to. I mean, like, I'm a Metroid fan. I love Super Metroid. I'm not looking for the next Metroid. I never look for this Metroid or the next Metroid to pull off what Super Metroid did for me. I look forward and say, okay, let's see what the guys have on their sleeve. They might have surpassed it. I really thought Prime, New Metroid is still my favorite Metroid game, but I thought Prime was going to be a really shitty game, as I put in my videos before. And then I was mistaken. And I wish people could just like, okay, that's what I mean. Just the same thing with Prime when it came out. I love Prime 2 more than I love Prime. What's up, Anderson?
You can hear me?
Yeah, it sounds way better now.
Then this thing does work. Good, thank God.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a new headset.
Yeah, skull candy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all.
That's what's going on.
That's good. That sounds more better, man. And of course, I mean, you did it privately, but sorry for what happened, man. Yeah. So I hope everything goes smoothly for you. Nothing really got messed up in it. But other than that,
actually, a construction worker found my mom's holder for all the information and returned it to us.
Oh, that's pretty good. You got lucky then.
Yeah, and turns out my mom only had about like $40 in her purse, which isn't a huge loss.
That's good to hear, man. I'm happy. That's good to hear.
Yeah, my life is weird for me. But what's going on?
But yeah, so we got. I was saying we got colors. I was talking about Color Splash a little bit because I would see a lot of people who got this hate for this game and stuff like. And still, I mean, for like you said, I was explaining. I don't know why people have to look for. And you said basically I got it from you, Anderson. When people like a good game came out, that's great. You ain't gonna hit. Sometimes you're not gonna hit lightning in the bottle twice, man. You're not gonna catch it twice all the time.
Exactly.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, the best people who want a Thousand Year Door experience again is for them to get a HD remaster. That's about the only way. Other than that, you're never gonna get the same feeling with new settings, new characters, and all that.
I know. That's the thing that killed me. Like I said, I personally enjoy Sticker Star. Again, I played. Like I said, it's too. I am going to do a review about this because I love that Nintendo does something. Not even Nintendo, any other company that does something different all the time. Like I said, Red Steel 2 is there from Red Steel 1. I'm happy it was.
Yeah.
I mean, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2 was really good games. A little difference in both of them. But I like Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original one. That was a really good game to me.
Yeah.
And I want to
SteamWorld. Another example would be SteamWorld Dig to SteamWorld Heist. Completely changing genre, and both got critical acclaim. And I think Heist actually might have sold better than Dig, even though that's an RTS.
So. Yeah, and I have and to go like I have Most Wanted. I have the recent Most Wanted on the Wii U, and it's all right. It don't has it, but it doesn't have the flair and the story that pulls me in like Need for Speed, the original Need for Speed Wanted and Carbon. One, it don't have the story and the pull in, and two, it don't have the tight controls. Cause it's a little. I played it. I have the game and I played it, and it's a little more loose. But you know what? It is what it is, and I still bought the game. And again, you see me make no damn videos bitching about a lot of stuff because I don't understand people.
Well, you got a life, and most likely, whoever made the original Need for Speed, some of those people probably left. There's always a change. Yeah,
I know they left because not to say that there were more people from the Burnout stuff that was a part of that team who did the later Need for Speed. But again, and then, you know what? And then look at Run. Need for Speed Run was different, and it was pretty cool too. So it's like I never understand the whole of you have to have the exact same thing. But then these are the same gamers who would say, but it's stagnant. There's nothing changed. I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly. There's no pleasing these people. As I pointed out before, the Mario Luigi series, it has stayed consistent more or less throughout its whole run of 5 games as of now. And now people are saying they're tired of it. No more, no more.
They said, they have stayed more consistent. A little changes here, a little changes there.
And let me tell you something. The moment Nintendo says, "All right, you know what? Let us go 5 or 6 years out of Mario Luigi game," you're gonna have people begging for one.
Probably.
Not even probably.
See, that's what happens. See, Nintendo does to me, and I've said this before. Nintendo is like a gaming parent. They won't give you everything you want, but they will give you most of what you need. Let's say we got a Metroid game every single year since the GameCube. It will become stagnant. People wouldn't even want it anymore. Would it be a 2D or 3D? People wouldn't want it anymore. Let's say you got a Mario game. Let's say you got Mario Galaxy. And right now we'd be like Galaxy 4 or 5. You get tired of it. So when Nintendo does some of their lesser known, I would say well known but lesser selling franchises, they put them on the back burner for a few years. Metroid is one of them. And put it on the back burner, or if they don't put it on the back burner, what they do is they make a spin-off. Just like Mario. Mario used to be strictly a platformer game, but then it became a race game. Racing, which is Mario Kart. Then you got Mario Strikers, which we hadn't had one of those in a while, but I'm pretty sure we're due to get one probably soon. But you got Strikers, you got Mario Kart, you got Smash Brothers. All these are basically spin-offs, but no one's complaining.
You also got Wario Land, Donkey Kong Country, Yoshi, Luigi's Mansion.
And the only people that complain about that are the ones that are not Nintendo fans. They on other consoles say, "Well, man, all I see from Nintendo is Mario, Mario, Mario. If it ain't Mario and Zelda, it's nothing else." It's like, well, I'm pretty sure Mario Kart is not the same as Mario 3D World. I'm pretty sure they're not the same.
I would say half and half. I would say half and half. There are some Nintendo fans. These are the people I talk about that are entitled gamers. Not some of them, like people. I mean, I'm dropping names like people like who are like I look at it like Hexon and Arlo. Those guys when the game got announced, they were like furious that it wasn't a $1,000 Paper Mario game looking like thing. So, but you saw the reviews and they're like, you know what? It's all right. It's good. I had fun. It was laughed. I'm like, well, that's what it is. You hit the balance system. I can see that. That's your opinion, and that's cool. But you basically trashed the game when you first got announced, and now you're like, you know what? I love the game. I like the visuals. I like the comedy of it. Yeah, you know, it's not great, but it's all right.
I honestly feel that they really are doing this shit. They're planning it just to build viewership and subs with the negativity. And then when the game comes out, like, oh, I love it. So you appeal to the haters and the entitled fans in the beginning. And then when the game comes out, you appeal to the Nintendo fans. Best of both worlds.
Huh? Hey, if
You
that's
may
their
lose
hustle, that's their hustle.
now you and during the process of your flip flop, you may lose a few of the haters, but you won't lose them all.
That's
But you may
it.
actually gain a few Nintendo fans because hey, you even though some of them see through your bullshit, others will be like, oh, well they actually like this game, and I'm a Nintendo fan, so hey, I can start watching their channel. Like I think that's what happens because it seems kind of funny to me. It seems very very funny. It's weird that people will pan a game completely based off of one trailer, one video, and never even played it. There's no demo out there. There's no beta, but they
Yeah.
will pan it just from seeing the game one time. Just seeing the game at E3 and it's like, oh hell no, that's not what I want. That's not Thousand Year Door. You know, that's not Mario Galaxy 3. Like that's not Metroid Prime. That's not Metroid Prime. I wanted a console Metro. It's like okay, it's funny how you hadn't even played this game and you're hating on it. But then once the game comes out, you're buying it launch day and you're giving it a decent to good score, and then all of a sudden its hate's gone.
Hey.
That I think that's something awfully weird. I think it's actually a technique they use. I don't even know what you would call it besides flip flopping, but I think it's intentional. I think it's intentional. Just like those folks that go out there and buy a Wii U, and then they buy a Wii U like 6 months before E3, and then E3 comes around, and before E3, they're like, yeah, man, they better announce a new Metroid, they better announce a new Zelda, they better do this. And then when Nintendo, even though Nintendo said they won't do that, then when it comes around, they don't do it. They say, oh, you know what? They didn't announce anything I'm interested in. They got a drought. They have no games. I'm going to sell my Wii U and get a PS4. It's like, you did this. I mean, it's stupid. Nintendo told you beforehand what they were going to do, what they were not going to. Just like in 2015, before their E3, they said, we're only going to announce the games coming out for the rest of this year. It's coming out for the rest of the year. That's it. That is it. People were still saying, we better see this. We better see that. We better get this. Nintendo reiterated, we're only announcing games that are coming out in 2015. Then people got pissed off when they didn't see any games that they wanted to see, whether they were either being created or they were, or just weren't going to come. Period. They just got mad, and then you seen all these shit. Well, I'm going to sell my Wii U. Ain't no fucking games on it. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna get a PS4. Wii U has no third-party support. Nintendo has lost their way. They're so behind the times and all this crap. And then look at them. Now they're selling a PS4 because ain't no games on the PS4. Everything's getting delayed. I'm tired of waiting for greatness. I'm going to get a Wii U where all the games are at. Oh, hold on. So what happened 6 months ago? What happened?
People just acting stupid. I mean, it's
Yeah, you're
to
right.
me.
It's stupidity, but you get what I'm saying. It just seems to be deliberate.
I got what you're saying, and I'm not. I got what you're saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that is what you call it. People, like I said, there's a Shepard says the social gamers. They want to fit in and stuff like that. I don't do that kind of mess. I don't care. I buy games because I want to buy games. I really don't care what people say in that regard. It's just ridiculous.
I agree. I completely agree because I still got to buy Metroid Prime Federation Force. I still plan on getting that game. I just been so busy. I hadn't even been playing my Wii U as of late because I've been busy.
Well, go ahead.
But I'm still gonna pick that up. I'm definitely getting Color Splash. So my wife and I, she's interested in it just from seeing one down commercial. I've been interested in it, and I'm not even the biggest Paper Mario fan, but I definitely do want the game. I still have the first and second Paper Mario. But it's like, come on now, like people, think for yourself for one, and just get out the whole. Get out the whole one. And just get out the whole kick of you have to join the crowd. Because I can tell you right now, there are many games that I buy that don't even have a damn multiplayer. And you know what? I have internet in my house. I love online games. Ask anyone that plays Splatoon with me. I love online games. But I can definitely tell you, I don't give a shit what anyone's playing. Like you said, like I buy what I want. And if I'm interested, I'm going to buy it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't give a
And
shit if you don't play or Shep don't play or Anderson don't play. I don't give a shit if y'all play it or not. I'm going to play it.
That's what it is, man. That's why I say that's your own individuality, because it's funny when people, I've pointed this out many times, and not only for gaming, but in real life. Like, it's funny to see people like, oh, I want to be I'm my own self. I'm trying to do something different. I'm whatever, but then you fall in the trend of, you still follow the trend of everybody else. It's weird. It's like, oh, I'm different, man. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put gauges. I'm gonna put tattoos. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what? People do the exact same thing you just said right now. You being yourself is the hardest thing to do right now. I don't know why people. I think I saw that last night was at a radio show. A female was doing an interview. She was like, the hardest thing to do is simplicity and mastering yourself. Because people just can't be, people just don't want to keep on growing. They just want to be just, a couple seconds, just staying where they're at right now, the same level. So
yeah, no, I can't do it.
I got you. But I mean, like I said, it looked like, I like the visuals. It looks very good. I love the whole V Squad thing. People stay enjoying it. I understand. I see those guys when they review their gripes, and I could see it being a little normal. It is a gimmicky, and again, gimmick is not a bad word, people. I don't know why. I put up a video. I know Anderson, he got to leave, whatever, but I mean, he got to leave. But I put up a video this afternoon privately to certain people, and I was like, I was saying, one, is bad that you can't, when you try to explain a stereotype, where you basically perpetuating a stereotype, so it's a real life thing, and two, the person was slinging out some words, or slinging out words. I don't understand the definition of words, and I was like, that don't make sense what you just said, but whatever. It's the words that people be using about the whole stuff. With, like, look, the game has its own flaws. Every game has one. That's why I always put my mantra at the end of the videos like that. But I could see, like I said, the game has its, the gimmick with the gamepad. We gotta color that thing, flick it up to the screen so you can use it. It's its own thing. You gotta get used to it and get around it. Now, for those who like, so my point would be this: if you don't like Sticker Star, don't buy the game. If you don't look interested to you, don't buy the game. It's not easy. And that's the thing that always kill me. I don't know why it's so hard not to do. Like I said, I have what was it like? And I said, you said, Doc, you have Good and Evil, the original one. I ain't never picked up the game, and technically speaking, it don't look interesting to me. Doesn't mean that the game is bad or good. It's just not appealing to me. And if they make a 2 and it looks enough that make me want to feel it, I don't have attachment to the game to say, okay, if they do Good and Evil 2, then I'm gonna jump on and say, oh, that's a great game. Now you tell me Bayonetta 3, I have attachment to it, but it still is like, I don't see it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it, and I'll just keep it moving. I wish people could do that.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't understand why it's so hard for folks today to just simply do that. I find it really, really funny. But hey, that doesn't bother me. I think it's sad, but it doesn't bother me. Just like I've had someone before tell me that, you play Splatoon, like you must be gay or something like that, like, or
Wow.
artistic. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, so I play the game with color, and it's a shooter, and it's an online centric shooting game. But the fact that I play this game, that's an issue. Okay, you can feel that way all you want. You go ahead and pay for your Call of Duty and then pay for the DLC along with it. And that game is going to be hyped for about 8 months before the next one comes out, or they announce the next one, and you move it on again. So in 2 years, you will have spent well over $150 for that game because had to buy 2 of them, while in 2-3 years from Splatoon's release date, I can still play that game and I got free content and everything. I said, but whether you play Call of Duty or I play Splatoon, It's a video game, dude. You can say one's mature and one's not. It's a video game.
Well, you know what?
That means right now that people that are not in the army are pussies because they play paintball or they play laser tag. So are they less of a human, less of a person, less of a man and or a woman because they're not doing the real deal? They don't shoot people with real guns. I think that's called illegal. It's called murder or attempted murder. But you don't say shit about that. But if I play a colorful shooter and you play a dark, gritty, realistic one, you're a better person than me. You can kiss my ass, to be honest.
Well, anyway, I got you. So you have, I see, you have some of those games like that. It is what it is. I'm not gonna mess with that kind of stuff. Basically, like I said, I'm getting used to this stuff. So anybody out there, Foodie Puncher, what's going on? The chat is open, so at least I'll catch anybody if you have any questions or stuff in here. Like I said, this is a random talk, really. Not really structured to be anything because, like I said, I'm gonna try do a little stuff like that. Did you ever had your podcast with the fake gamer thing, Doc? I never.
No, because stuff kept happening with people. Some people were available, some were not. It's like everybody got busy all of a sudden, so I'm gonna schedule for a different time. But it's still going to happen regardless.
Got you. I just asking a question because I know sometimes it does. I think one time I was watching it, I was like, say live. I'm like, live. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, I said, well, you already done started it, whatever. But okay, I'm just making sure. The next game that came out that I you know what? Let me just kill off that thread line while I was there. I picked up like I said, I picked up a bunch of games for my birthday, and I've played them. Played some of them. I ain't played all of them. One is I played Legend of Kane, and it reminded me of Mystical Ninja on 64. That's why I'm cool with the game because Derek Fisher was saying, he didn't like the game. That's cool, dude. You like I said, there's some games I like and some games you don't like, or you like and I don't like. But we ain't gonna come to fisticuffs or blows or cuss each other out. It's because of everybody has a preference. So that's what that game reminded me of, Mystical Ninja. That's what it reminded me of. That's what I'm enjoying it for now. So Legend of Kane. I mean, it was only like how should I say about. It was like $18 at Walmart. I'm like, why not? And you know what? So far it's pretty cool. I'm not the voice acting is a little, and the motion capturing for what they can do the scenes and stuff is a little repetitious. But again, I'm not. If I put myself back in the 64 when I was going man, Mystical Ninja, it's like, okay, that's even worse then. And it was a PlayStation 2 game anyway when it got remastered. So hell, it's a game of its time. If we could get games like Shovel Knight or other stuff that's like new now, but using platform from them, and yeah, I'm not gonna see.
Well, it's shaping to be a very interesting end of year, in my opinion. Especially the next 6 months will be very interesting. And I'm not even just talking about the NX, but it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. The main reason I'm looking forward to it is the amount of tears and salt.
Why are you looking for negativity like that, sir?
Hey, just like the YouTubers, doing bad shit is fun.
All right, okay, I didn't say so. Well, so now I'm going to another game that I did that I enjoyed, which was which I'm playing a little bit more because, like I said, I'm playing more 3DS more than Wii U, not because of I ain't got games for Wii U, just that I'm mostly tired. I come home, I go to my bed, my Wii U is in my movie room while my 3DS is right there across the table. I could play games on that. So I finally got my Azura Gunvolt Striker pack, and again. NC Creates, shout out to y'all, man. Seriously, once again, thumbs up. Y'all did a great job on that for those. And like I said, for $29, you get 2 great games. And I'm happy that they included they did a Bayonetta like Shadow said. They did a Bayonetta. If you want to pick up digitally, you save basically $2 and you pick up digitally on eShop. So if you want to pick it up digital and pick up 1 and 2, it's $1. It's $1 off both ways, so it's up to you that way. But The game has, again, like I said, I'm playing the game now, and I'm playing the game, and yeah, Cole Penny is a better Beck than Beck. Like I said in the games at large, he's a better Beck than Beck, which is sad. So, but some of his extra moves, it's funny. Like some of his extra moves that I've been playing with right now is like two of them that I got are not really that good, except the one that he stole from GV from the beginning. That's what I like. I mean, it's like the standard weapon skill is good. Okay, he does a great job. So, and then GV himself, like I said, I'm getting back into him using. And you know what? I gotta say this. Even though I'm a dude or whatever, I think it's cute how the Japanese voice actors, including the girls who say GV's like GV itself, it sounds so cute. I don't know why it charms me to hear Jewel and Quinn. I know Zhao says it and it kind of comes out, but I like how Jewel and Quinn says GV. It's so cute.
What game are you talking about?
Gunvolt 2.
Okay.
Yeah, they added. What I did is they corrected. If you bought the first game on a whatever, they corrected it, so now you have voiceovers in the first game, but they didn't have it because they didn't have it in the first game, and now they put Japanese voice acting to the second game, which they have right now. So I was talking about that, but also I would say the one gripe I have is, if you're listening to the story mode, whatever, put the story within the game. You could, thank God at least they included this option, the opaqueness of like how to see, because if you guys got a default, it blocks the screen, it blocks the left side of the left lower part of the screen. Because I'll find one of the boss, I'm like, I can't see crap. What the frick? And I went in there in the options, I saw it, I'm like, oh good. I could do the opaqueness to make sure that it don't show too strong, or so I could still see the inside of the screen. Because like, you can't block off a screen like that. So I'm happy that they involved the option in there. But it's a good game. I'm enjoying the heck out of it, and I like the two stories. So if y'all look for your Mega Man fans out there, Gunvolt. If that's what you really want, a frantic action platform, keeping your toes, this is the game that you got to pick up for your 3DS if you want to, if that's what you're liking for.
I'm gonna buy for the Vita.
You're an ass. You know what? Why you gotta do that?
What?
What? You're gonna buy it for the Vita. Yeah, you're gonna buy it for the Vita. You know the damn game ain't no damn feeder. So you have that as well, and I think let's say you have if you are a racing person, you have Fast Racing Neo. They just dropped their DLC pack. So I think people are really getting into the Neo, and it's free, so that's pretty cool. So now you got two more races. Let me see. I want to make sure I say it right from the Nintendo site itself. 1 second. Subscription. Let's see. Nintendo. Yep. On the side. Okay, there you go. So you have now it comes with 8 more new racing tracks, 10 brand new vehicle profiles, and 18 audio tracks, and 2 new cups. And I think you can buy the soundtrack from the website from damn, I keep forgetting the name of the company who does the game itself. But you can buy the soundtrack from them if you love the music. So hey, you know what? It's not F-Zero, but it's something close to F-Zero. It's more close to Wipeout, but still. Great showing of the graphics. Great showing of the graphics.
Was it like a team of like 4 people?
I would say less than 5, but again, I'm not 100% on it because I didn't really follow. I won't like to tell people lies if I ain't follow the game that closely, so I can't give you 100% answer on that. Unlike other YouTubers, if I don't know the answer, I will gladly say I don't know the answer. I wish a lot of gamers could do that too. Well, I think that's the gamers, YouTubers. Like somebody calling you, Doc.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back, man.
No problem. Anyway, yeah, as you can see on this, you should be able to see on the screen now. Like they're showing off the track city stuff and everything. I mean, they really did a great job in space right now. Like, if you want to get your fix on, like I say, it's not F-Zero, but it does have the challenge, and it's more Wipeout more than F-Zero. Hey, and I like how they give the track hazard and everything. I mean, this is really like I said, I'm gonna download this later on because I have the game, so download the feature pack, and I wish people could. If you're looking for something like this, like I said, F-Zero, this is a good difference.
What's up, you limey bastard?
Who you talking to, boy?
You.
I'm just
chilling.
I'm about to do some painting.
I hope you're not talking about Splatoon, because your game was off last night.
Oh, I was garbage. I ain't never go front. I'm disappointed. I don't know what happened to my skills, but I need to go and have a Splatoon marathon this weekend and polish those skills up. Because I was getting wrecked by some noobs too a little bit. I was like, oh, hell no. But no, I'm actually painting. Like white paint on the wall.
So you're gonna be really see how fast paint dries.
It dries faster than these fools can come up with some NX news, but
No.
That's funny.
I have to say, I find it mildly amusing. The NX bot on Twitter, how it politely always says, well, this is all great and all, but my algorithms want NX news. And I'm like, dude, it was funny like the first 3-4 times. A couple months later, it's like, all right, I know it's not an NX bot. I know somebody's actually typing this out. Get a life. Really.
Well,
There's better things to do. As much as I would love to find out whatever the NX is and what it's going to be finally named and all that crap, it's like, don't you guys have a backlog? Don't you have other games to play on the market? The Wii U still has games. The 3DS still has games. The PlayStation 4 got games. The Xbox One get games. Backlogs are insane. There's movies. There's stuff to read. How sad is your life that you're hovering for months on end over a console that you know nothing about? How sad is your life? Let me say that one more time. How sad is your life? And if you got problems with what I gotta say, I live in Jersey. Come find me.
Come to New Jersey, man. We do. We put cement shoes on your feet.
It's okay. I'm a Marine. I'll find a way out.
But I'm with you, Chef. It's like I shared. Of course, this was off. This of course was not private, it was public, but I ain't gonna really talk about it that much. But I did share an article with you because it was just too absurd. I was like, really? Is the thirst that much that y'all just?
Oh, I saw that article.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was almost mad at you because I'm like, I get what you're saying and I'm with you, but I'm like, in a way, by showing the article, you're kind of throwing a little bit of gasoline in that fire. A little bit.
I know it's clickbait. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know it. I didn't. Like I said, I just have to see. Hey, it did its job. I'm not gonna deny it. I looked at it like,
But here's the funny thing. Not only you're right, because when you read the article, it's like there's almost no news whatsoever. This is just I could write up a better article in 5 minutes,
Yep.
and I could probably give more information. You know how? Because there ain't none. I can just make some shit up and make it sound logical.
I quit being a dick.
Uh, uh, that's kind of impossible, but I will take that into consideration.
I got you. Well, and like I said, it's not even that though. It's not even that. It's like for me, it's like it was the only thing that only one question that I'm sorry it was I'm not gonna say the name. It was nothing really bad because other people are asking the same questions too. I don't get it. I don't get it. People is like, what games? And I'm only gonna do this because I'm not trying to hop on NX News at all. But it's not. But it's something that's like common sense that kills me. What games is NX gonna have? What games is NX gonna come out with? Nintendo games. What else is going to come out with? What mystery are y'all trying to solve? It's a Nintendo. It's a Nintendo product.
I'll respond with this question: what games is the PS4 gonna come out with?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, honestly, what games are you playing on your PS4? That's not a remaster.
Or it's not. Well, I gotta say the same thing for Xbox. I mean, because I've seen people doing the which is pretty cool. You know, Forza 3. They just whatever. But again, I can play the game on my PC.
I love Forza, bro. I love Forza, and don't get me wrong, I'm still getting my Xbox One S. I really am. I know I can play most games on the
I can't
PC,
wait to get mine.
But there's still some games I can only get on the Xbox One, so I am forced to get that console because I do care about the exclusives that are on it, the few that are exclusive to the console entirely. That means not even PC has it. So, yeah, I'm going to get it, and like I said, I'm a big Forza fan. I have Forza 3, 4, still, Forza Horizon 1, and I don't have 2. I skipped that one, but I'll get 3. So I mean, I get it. I thought about the whole PC theme. I said no. I still gotta have my Sunset Overdrive, and they're not even talking about porting that shit to PC. So I gotta get it. I gotta get this. So I won.
I hear you. I mean, I'm just like I said. But the question is kind of like why would I ask that question though? It's funny. To me.
But my thing is, why worry about you? We're worried about some shit that we have virtually no information on. The only thing Nintendo has confirmed with this system, and it's not even really a confirmation, it's more like a hopeful promise, is that it will release in 2017.
Yeah.
It's just a window, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only confirmed information we have is that March of 2017. And I'm even ready in my mind for that shit to slip.
Well, no. We also know
Zelda?
it's gonna have Zelda on it, and it runs Nintendo software. We also know that.
Yeah, I mean,
we also know
Pokemon
that it's made out. It's created out of some type of carbon something.
Okay, no, you're really being an ass.
We don't.
I hope you saw my other posts from Spaceball, and that's what I feel like.
Yeah, I saw that.
That had me die.
Just to me, I'm just like, you know what, man? I can honestly say, the day they actually announced the NX about 18 months ago, I was unaffected because even I knew that the moment the Wii U released, they had already been working on the next concept. They already were. They may not have had a name. They may not even had a true idea what they wanted it to do, but they were already working on it. Because even before the Wii released, Nintendo said they were toying around with the idea of the gamepad already before the Wii released.
Yeah,
they had the gamepad mounted on a gun with the pointer looking at it. Like they already had that idea before the Wii released. So to me, when they announced that you're working on the next console, okay, tell me some shit I don't know. Like, I know this, Nintendo. Like, but thank you for making this shit public. But I know this. But other than that, it's like, I mean, people need. Like I said, I was unaffected. Even when I heard some of these rumors and the ones that even sound like they could be possible, I was unaffected. I have yet to even do a simple NX search using the Google engine. I just don't give a shit. I'm waiting for the console. I'm probably going to buy it day one. But I don't care about a damn thing until it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
My life is not based around waiting for the next rumor or leak, next photo, fake or real. I don't care what happens between now and the release date. I only care about the release date. That's it. So when that shit releases, then I'll start caring and wondering what games are on and this and that. But I'm not going to worry about this shit now because right now, no matter what I want or what people may say, nothing is confirmed until Nintendo confirms it. That's my mentality.
I got you. I mean, that's a simple thing. Just wait and see. Hell, when you make no sense to react to something, you don't know what's going on. I mean, it makes you can prepare. But again, but like Shepard said, this is a hobby in a way. And I mean, if this was like something that really transcend my everyday life of something that give me money, then yeah, I'll see a little bit. But it's a hobby. No.
No. Just I need people to calm the hell down. And I need them, and I don't give a shit if you're offended, but I need you to get a life. I need you to understand that you probably have 200 games you could be playing right now, but you instead want to fantasize about what Nintendo may bring to the table. You go right the hell ahead.
Well, you know what?
Go ahead.
I want to say, you're right, and I have to say this to you because you were the one who used to share his videos a lot, and I have to say I saw a video with his review. The Obi-Wan guy, the prospect.
You mean a super animated person looking like an idiot with every damn thumbnail?
Well, it is, and now I watched the first second of the review just to see what it is. I'm like, that is shit. That is literally shit. That is stupid. You know what? Let me just go to the channel. I gave him a view, and I took off because like you're rapping, but you're rapping oh god, I'm a horrible rapping too. Oh my god.
Dude, I think Jay mentioned this in the podcast, and I may have mentioned it recently, but I have a question. What's going to happen to these dudes' channels when Nintendo finally just spills the beans on everything with their next console? When they finally reveal this thing, their channel activity is going to plummet because they won't have shit else to talk about. What you gonna do? You gonna start digging up rumors on the Xbox Scorpio? Microsoft pretty much already told you what's gonna be in it.
No, we answered your question, but we asked you a question on the games at large. When you asked the same question, I told you they're gonna become the hate squad, and people gonna stay there. We told you that. They're gonna be the hate squad. They didn't do exactly what I wanted. Boo hoo hoo, whatever, and then bam, and they start crying. I was
this may be bad. This may be bad to wish for, but I'm gonna say it. I wish that one day, just for one whole day, YouTube was down worldwide. Just one day.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't have to see all the numerous NX bullshit.
I hear you.
Ain't that?
Yeah, you're shitty right now, Sprite. No, you're not good. yeah, get a better connection, cause you're coming in breaking up, man.
I'm in the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give me about 10-15 minutes.
All right. Before I go on, I wanna talk about this a little bit, and we'll keep on talking now. Like I said, this is a random talk, really.
That's like a nice little collection you got there, man.
What?
That's like the collection of games you got there.
Anyway, yeah, I know, right? Anyway, I want to say this. I was gonna do a. Man, that used to be cool. I used to watch it. It's sad how it's sad. I really did used to watch the Forecast channel in a week when I had it.
Yeah, actually, I did too. Like I used to do the Forecast channel. I used to play the
little
news games as well. I used to actually play all that shit.
Oh man! Oh well. Anyway,
it was useful. It was useful.
Yeah, it was. I have to say this. there's a game that I'm going to show right now. All right. That, thanks to Anderson. Shout out to him again. He's trying to get home. Like I said, I'm trying to still do this stuff before 9 o'clock. I got some stuff to do. I got stuff to really do tomorrow because of people who was on my main job. And I also want to tell you about some videos coming up. But people on my main job, one of the guys who's there, he's getting married this weekend. So it's going to be a little hectic for the next week or so, really, because he's going to be on his vacation, his honeymoon and stuff. So, yeah, I got to take over. Basically, the manager of the whole thing, which is, I have a problem because I am a manager, but I like having other people do, not me the whole thing over. But that case since said, I have, there's a game, I guess thanks to Addison, there's a game, one of my favorite games called Fluidity. Now, Fluidity, which is the game I'm going to play right now. Give me a second here. That's when I got this damn screens up. All right. Fluidity is a game that you can get on your go to your WiiWare. If you have a Wii U, you go to the WiiWare section and you can buy the game Fluidity. It's from Curve Studios. It is, if you love platforming, this is a good game for you. I would say it's really a good game. And the thing about it is, it's really, to me, if I have to say anything, this is a twist on the genre thing in a way, but it is a true successor to Mario 64 in a way. Because you could go anywhere in the whole book, as you can see, the book right there, and they don't tell you how to get the rainbow jump, which is basically kind of like the stars in this game. You can see, oh, I see a star over there. Go over there and try to do the and get the star, or do the puzzles or whatever to get the star. Get the rainbow jump, no matter what you want to do. It has also the same thing like how you have to do get the red coins in 64 and the star pairs. You do the exact same thing. They got different colors, and you could join all together and get all the different colors in the rainbow, and then it gets its own rainbow drop. I mean, it is a really good game. And it's, like I said, it's physics based. So you are using the remote sideways, sideways to tilt and stuff, but you're doing like pulling your water together. You're solving puzzles. You're fighting in a way. You're also going to get power-ups to turn into ice and do ice physics, and you're going to turn into a cloud and do cloud physics. So it's as the upgrades in the game. So it's really good. And like I said, it's like 64 in a way that it's not structured that. It's like it's not linear. Let's put it this way. It's really just you go anywhere you want to go. After the first stage, of course, you want to make sure that you get used to it. Like you see right now, you got to get used to the whole pool in your water and get everything straight, whatever. But once you get that, it is after that first stage, you go anywhere and just keep on going and have fun with the game. And then I like it. I really love this game. I got to defeat it because I had the last stage, the last world. And I could go fight the boss, but it's kind of like you, Doc. Like they completely see me just want to get as much of the rainbow before going to the boss world, the last stage. And so, like I said, I'm gonna let the gameplay on the screen speaks for itself. But you get this game again. The Wii U has another part of the eShop. Here's another part of the eShop, the WiiWare. You can still buy WiiWare games. So that's why nobody could disprove me on the biggest library, because yes, the Wii U might not sold as much as the GameCube, but the money that this game has made, but the money the console has made for the company is way more than the GameCube. I wish people could see that, but whatever. So I might do a review about this game like more in depth. Now that I know I could find gameplay and stuff and just talk about it. But anyway. Just gonna say, there's some games. If you want to pick up some stuff, you can go to the Wii U shop and remote and play some games. True backwards capability, not the fake stuff you get from the other consoles. And that's not really a shot at them. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's just being real. It's that simple.
It's just being the truth. So I just want to let that go. So that. And you still trying to beat the game, and you still trying to do some stuff, or you fighting for still in Tokyo Mirage?
I'm still in Tokyo Mirage sessions. As I said, I'm at the last dungeon. About a month ago, I was playing the game a lot, but then I got really busy, and I was at the second to last dungeon. Now that I beat that dungeon, I'm on the very last one. I haven't played it yet. I just stopped because I have a life. I have a wife. So I'll just put those two things out there. So but yeah, other than that, I'm on the last dungeon, and once I pick it back up, I'll probably only have like another couple hours to play, and I'll be done. But
Okay,
I love the game. I think I have 125 hours in it. And it's not because I suck people, but it is because like I was really trying to do everything in the game. I was also grinding. I love it that much. So although there may be some folks that say that they, it only took me 60 hours to beat it. Well, I'm not trying to run through and beat it so soon. I actually love the game.
I never, like I said, I understand speed running for Metroid games and stuff, but any game like Metroid, Zelda, and all that stuff, I always try to get most of the weapons or anything, or even the RPGs. I always get all the stuff. It's just me. You play the game at your own pace, and that's why I play the game at. Not my thing.
Yeah, I still gotta finish that. Dude, I gotta finish like almost my whole Wii library, and it's not because I don't play games. It's because when you're an adult, you have responsibilities. You can't play 15 hours a day every single day. But
You ain't right.
I think the next thing I'm going to get into is probably going to be Yoshi Woolly World. If not that, I may go and finish off Xenoblade Chronicles X. I think I'm on chapter 10, which I think chapter 10 is like only a boss fight, and then you have 11 and 12. But yeah, I got to do some grinding in that and finish that game, which I have about 150 hours in that already.
Oh yeah, 10. You gotta hopefully you get your mix over level because it is just a boss fight. And it takes, you take a beating.
Yeah, but other than that, though, man, like, shit. I've even been picking up some of the old classic games from the fun times, the 6th gen. Like, of course, I picked up the Ratchet and Clank collection on the PS3, the HD remaster versions, Jack and Daxter, that collection, Sly Cooper. So I've been playing those games a bit. I've had gameplay on the OGL, like probably 3 or 4 episodes back. But yeah, I'm just trying to play different stuff. Been playing stuff on my 360. I hadn't played my original Xbox in a while. But my PS2, I think I may do a run through Spy Hunter 2. But yeah, just playing all types of shit, man. I got more consoles than I can play.
Oh Lord, Anderson, you clown. Bastard lives don't matter.
What the hell, man?
Oh Lord, now of course it's Anderson. Well, pretty much that kind of answers your question right there. But the whole you asked what games we like. So for me, I'm playing. I mean, I took a break from Hyrule Warriors. I went back and I never really finished Project Crossroad 2. I was at the boss and then ready to fight it. I didn't finish it. I finished it this week or last weekend.
Oh gosh, don't remind me with 3DS. I'm like even further behind when it comes to that one. My gosh.
I know, but I finished it and I was laughing because one of the again. I'm gonna say at the end of the end of the year podcast what I did. It seems like I did last year. I'm gonna do this, but I gotta say, I keep on forgetting the guy's name. Only Anderson knows it, but the guy who writes the story for that game. My kudos is for you because you know what, you sir are a rat, as you would say, you as Dr. Shepard say, you're a bastard, but I approve. Because at the end of the game, he has one of the guys was like, I'm going back in to play the game. I'm gonna go back and play games, and I'm gonna go back and play some of these modern games and cry over the graphics. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, I heard stories from. I heard from the Game Idea guy that he actually does take shots at the different like fan bases.
Yep.
And what they've been crying about and the stupid shit they do and say. I heard he takes like multiple pot shots at them throughout the entire game.
Yeah, I know who started it. I got a game for him, and I was telling him that game. The writer of this game is to me until Mario Stickler style. I mean, until Mario Color Splash, because a lot of people saying that the Color Splash. Writer is because they're using really like they use topical topics in Color Splash. like Watergate and stuff like that, like real. I'm like, wow. So this is gonna really be interesting and some pop cultures and stuff. So yeah. So I gotta. It's gonna be between those two games, but. I'm looking for. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions game, but just story to as well too. It just say, I'm just saying that it's set into its own story. But I like when people break the fourth wall like that and just like mess with you.
Yeah, I have to admit, when he told me that, I said I had to play that game because I have Project Cross on 1 and 2, and I've yet to dig into them. And it's like I need to take time to do it. Just like I think the last game I finished on my 3DS that I actually finished was Fantasy Life, which I really did enjoy. Decent story, love the battle system. It's a very, very fun game. I think that DLC Nintendo sold us was unnecessary to impacting with the game, but it was really cheap. I think like $4. But I finished that game, and I think I'm almost finished with Codename Steam.
Yeah, that's the next one I gotta be because I'm at it's same thing having the Project Cross on the same thing having the Codename Steam. I'm at the end, and then I just a game came up or life came in and I just froze.
Yeah, like I was playing Codename Steam, and I have to say that is one of the most interesting tactical RPGs / action games I've played in a very, very long time. It's very interesting. Like that system in that game is unique. The only thing I do not like about it, and it's pretty much the only hiccup, is that you can't see, besides the preview they show at the beginning of a level, you can't like scroll about the map to see, and so you can strategize, or see what's coming or strategize where you should go.
Mm-hmm.
Like the camera's stuck on your character, but you can't like freely scroll around the map to see what's going on, any hazards. But other than that, that game is fun as shit. I'm like literally probably the best RTS I've played. Like, I mean, it really is. It's that fun.
And if you're a Trekkie like me, it stars one of your favorite characters in Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's like I said, I hopefully I can finish that game right now. Like I said, but like you said though, I got stuck on. I'm like I said, I just bought Gunvolt and I'm on that. So so that's why that's on there.
But I actually made myself like a little, and not that this is required, but this is what my mentality's been like since I've had the game and playing it. I said I won't finish it until I get my Lucina and Robin amiibos. Since they're compatible, I want to see what the hell they would do. Now, part of me is like, go ahead and finish the game with the regular characters, which doesn't seem too hard. But part of me is like, man, I really want to see how the heck, because I've heard from Jamie Butterworth. Shout out to him, by the way. But I've heard that like those characters be wrecking shit.
Well, I have Ike.
I have Ike and I have Marth, but I don't have Robin and I don't have Lucina. They're going to restock Lucina within the next week or so, I think.
Yeah.
Robin to try to find somewhere, which that won't be hard. I don't mind paying a little extra for it, but not double. I'm not doing that shit. But I do want those two before I finish the game.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. Like I said, for me, yeah, like I said, the characters they have right there is pretty good. You know what? It made me look at there's some stuff in that game that I didn't. That game taught me something I didn't know about. I'm not really gonna get into it, but it taught me something, a little bit about history I didn't know about. Like, I really didn't know that. So it has, like I said, they did a good job on the story and try to give you the knowledge of the past and the folklore and everything. It's pretty good. Because I didn't even, when I played the game, I didn't even think about how that. I know the Cowardly Lion. I should have figured out. I mean, the Brave Lion already, but I should have figured out that it's gonna be Dorothy in there and Oz. But I didn't at the top until I was like, okay, that Scarecrow. Okay, there's gonna be a wonderful world of Oz in this game.
And I'll say this: although I know the game was more or less critically panned, I really do hope, whether it be on a handheld or home console, I hope within the next 5 to 7 years I can get a sequel to that game. Same gameplay mechanics. I really I'm hoping this game becomes like a hidden cult hit where it may be forgotten about for a while, but they bring it back. I do. Because I really enjoy it. To me, it's one of those games, it deserves to sell, but since people are so close-minded, it's like, this is the game they were working on. I wanted a Luigi's Mansion, or I wanted this. It's like, well, damn, like you guys scream for new IPs. Now you got one, you gonna skip out on it?
Yeah, but they do that across all consoles. I mean, the Xbox One got Sunset Overdrive. They didn't buy it. I mean, at this point, you always hear people say Nintendo doesn't listen to its fans. Well, I mean, they listen to money, and if they come out with new shit and you don't buy it, what are they supposed to do? Just be like, oh, well,
And trust me, I get that. I totally get it. I just hate, just like you guys, I hate when it is really a great game and or franchise, but yet the ones that did all the talking, the loud majority, never speak with their wallets. But the ones that were bragging when the Xbox One was announced and they announced Sunset Overdrive, yeah, we got this exclusive game. It's only going to be here. Picking up day one. That game, I think, just hit 1 million sold not too long ago. Even like Bayonetta outsold that game.
Yep.
And it still was a financial flop for Insomniac.
Yep, it was.
And then I even read an article recently because I was like, okay, before I get myself an Xbox One, I need to know if this game is coming to PC. Because if it is, it's less of a reason to get an Xbox One. And I read an article that stated that they're actually interested in making a sequel. But
yeah, no. In the sequel, they said they're not making it exclusive. No, that one is true. That is true.
Yeah, but that was on them. I mean, first of all, Insomniac should have known better than to make a game exclusive for the Xbox, because Insomniac.
I wouldn't say that, Ray, because I thought the shooter, they thought that it would have worked.
But Insomniac's games have never been associated with the Xbox crowd. Like,
true that,
but not even that. To me, this may sound even more short-sighted, but I apologize if it does. But to me, that colorful shooter didn't even belong on either one of those systems. It should have been on the Wii U.
But the Wii U,
to me,
the Wii U
I know,
powerful enough to handle that.
Yes. Why are you lying?
I'm being facetious.
I know you are. That's why I said, why are you lying?
But I mean, like here's the thing, okay? At the end of the day, we all have to realize that gaming has changed dramatically from what we knew when we were younger and kids.
It's about money and not creativity.
Well, it's always been about money, but I mean, basically, they've let their money stifle their creativity.
Yep.
Okay. And sometimes they make some boneheaded decisions, like Ubisoft porting games that really weren't built, like the audience wasn't built on that platform, and then they port it to another platform and then act surprised when the people on that platform don't buy it because the audience isn't there.
True.
Yeah, and like I say, I really do hope Codename Steam gets a sequel. If not a sequel, please give me a console remake of the original. I will rebuy the damn game for that. I truly would. Just show me what it would look like, how much better it would be on a console.
I told you already, there's a game called Sakura Wars, So Long My Love. That's pretty almost the same gameplay. The only thing is he has mechs in it. That's pretty good.
You know what Codename Steam reminded me of when I first started playing it? Battalion Wars.
Yeah, it did, but Battalion Wars is more
action.
Yeah. And it is. And the reason I said Sakura Wars, because it is exact Sakura Wars. The gameplay is the same. The only thing you're in a mech. You have two stages though. You have one stage where you're in a mech on the ground and you're fighting, and you're doing the exact same thing as you said, Doc. Like you're moving around and you gotta choose your shots, your weapons, fighting your power moves and everything, and then. Sometimes in some of the fights, you go up in space, you go up in the air, and the mechs transform into a plane, and then you got to do the exact same thing in the plane. You got to know you got 3 levels. You got to know where you're at and shooting stuff. So Sakura Wars is the best comparison to that. And like I said, the reason I know because I played the game and I enjoyed it, and that's why.
Was it like a Saturn game?
No, it's on the Wii.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the sad thing about Japan and localizing their games. There's a lot of really good games that, like, we don't get in America until it's like the middle of the franchise. Like Sakura Wars is part of a franchise that's been around since the Saturn, I believe.
Yeah, but then and after that, it went mobile.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like all of these companies have IPs that they don't know how to grow. The only people who kind of grow their fucking IPs in a way that's productive seems to be Nintendo and maybe Sega to an extent.
Yeah. But but the game I'm talking about, Doc, is on the Wii. You can buy it. It's on the Wii. Sakura Wars So Long My Love. It's on the PlayStation. I think it's on the PlayStation 2 as well.
Yeah, I think they ported it.
But I also saw it was on a Saturn as well, like way back in the day.
Not that game.
It's another game in the series.
Then again, it's not a game. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's another game in the series. I think that's the one Imperial stuff. This one was done in 2008. 2000. Yeah, somewhere it was in that range. So, but I know it had it's on the PlayStation as well, PlayStation 3 and the Wii. Mm-hmm. So you can go and it's a really good game, and it has multiple endings. You could, which I only unlock one, of course, because the game is very long. So
it's a dating sim cross with like battles. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean the story I like the story together. So I'm just saying, but that gameplay would be like that. Like it would be good to go that route. And then you have that's what I was saying. That if you want to, for now you want to play that style of game, the closest to it is that because like I said, Code MC is, like I said, I enjoy the game. I like using the freaking Lincoln, the Lincoln robot.
That was cool.
You in a punching fight with a damn big ass man. I'm spoiling it right here for anybody out there. I'm spoiling because I mean the difference anyway. I am doing like I said, my schedule is hectic, but that's another video I'm gonna add to the behind the games that I'm working on. The only company I've seen other than indies, but like company that really stick together, did some stuff. Who as I gotta give it to shout outs to John Lucas when he was in your podcast, Red.
Mm-hmm.
That made gaming still a craft is Nintendo, because we had Toad Treasure Tracker that came from another game, David's own spinoff. We had Kirby Rainbow Curse, which is claymation. It's claymation, looking good. You have Paper Mario that's coming out tomorrow, basically at 12 o'clock tonight. But a lot of people, everybody, even the people who hated it, even Arlo and all those people who hated the game, who hated on the game and stuff like that, and they play the game and say it's an okay game now, they say, you know what? The graphics is phenomenal. They're like,
oh yeah. I saw that game. I was like, this game, like, to me, those graphics are some of the most impressive graphics I have seen on any system of the 8th gen. Yeah. And I know people are going to be like, oh, but what about those? You can see the sweat pores on someone's face in NBA 2K.
You took an art form of paper mache and turned it into a game.
And not just that fucking paint. It's like Splatoon paint. It looks like real paint.
Yeah. It basically is Splatoon paint. And like, if you look close to Splatoon, and trust me, I've looked very, very close. Splatoon, even though it had a short development cycle, they put so much detail into that game that if you take the global illumination, the lighting on the level, and let's say you have on that perk that allows you to move about the ink without like being seen or whatever, or like no ripples, you will still see all the leftover ripples there in the ink, even like long after they have left that spot, they stay there.
Yeah,
those are the ink in like indentions. They stay there.
No. Well, like I said, the thing that killed me is, and of course they put in, of course they put the thing for the thing cards where you can find. I mean, they put detail in that card, and like I said, they did that. But it's an art form of creating these games, not just whatever. And they're the only person that did that. That's what I'm saying. The only games I've seen that took advantage of. You know what? We don't need to have the superior graphics, but you know what? Let's put in our art form. Yoshi's Woolly World. You could see the fuzz off of the yarn.
But you know what that comes from? something that a lot of this is why I basically have such contempt for third-party developers nowadays. Not all of them, but for a lot of them, is that you hear from various gamers and third-party developers, oh well, we need more powerful hardware. Limitations. Some of the best games that were ever made were made because they had limitations. The reason we had Final Fantasy is because of limitations. The reason we had certain things in Street Fighter 2 is because of limitations. Limitations and striving to overcome those limitations within the knowledge and technology that you have at the time is what makes, especially in gaming, is what has kind of pushed things forward.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
You look at how a lot of these games are now, and it's like they have all of this power, and the games are lackluster because their limitations, the things that force them to say, you know what, we can do better. We have to try better. We have to do better. They don't have that anymore. It's like, oh, well, it's just a quick and dirty port. No optimization, no overcoming limitations. I mean, it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
And that's what I said. That's what I've been saying that lately. And if you've been people have listened to my videos when I say that gamers are getting entitled, developers are getting too cocky, and we're not. Like I said, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. No, the games are not tapped out because they keep on asking for more, not saying, okay, let's buckle down and see what this bad boy could do. Because they can do 60 frames per second, 1080p, but they just don't want to do it. They don't have the time, or the developers are lazy, or the publishers just don't want to give them the money to do it. It's a combination of all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of all three.
And speaking about optimization, and you guys may have seen my post earlier, I found out, not that I was interested in buying a game, but I found out that the new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, along with the Modern Warfare Remastered, it's going to require a minimum install space of 130 gigabytes.
Well, fuck that game.
So here's my problem with that. For those people out there that own the original Xbox One with 500 gigabytes, minus the amount of memory you have for your OS and the updates. So let's say minus 100 gigs. I think the OS and stuff is about 80 gigabytes. Let's say you're down to 400 gigabytes. This game takes up over 25% of your total available memory in a 500 gigabyte model. Over 10% in a terabyte model. This is one damn game, people.
Oh, well, you know what?
Technically, it's two. I'm sorry, it's two. You're getting the old school game remastered, which I'm pretty sure don't look that much better. And I even said on my post, I said, you know what? I still have Modern Warfare 1 on the Xbox 360, and the servers are still active, and it's actually still thousands of people that play that game.
Like I said, I have my Modern Warfare Reflux, and you know what? I don't care that it's coming out. Oh, but it is what it is. Like I said, the gameplay is what I like, and I enjoyed it when it is. But what I'm gonna say is, Doc, I have to thank you for that because you added on something to my thing because when you know we shared your thing. I only reshare. Let me put it this way: if anybody who puts up stuff, most like you, Doc, or Shepard, or you, Red, or whatever, I reshare it not just like to reshare to say to people to see. I do it so I can have it in my profile so I can go back and pull it up like a save thing, because I'm gonna use that when the Xbox, when they got a list of all the what do you call it, all the installs. I'm like, yeah, hey Francis, remember we had our talk and you talk about you should have put a bigger hard drive. Yeah, you know what? Even if you had a bigger the Xbox One had a bigger hard drive than the Wii U, and you still have to delete games to put it on there.
Yeah, it's a moot point.
And I made a post about that too, because when I found it out, of course, like I said, I'm getting my Xbox One S really soon, and I just wanted to know because like I always want at least a 1 terabyte, but I was considering getting a 2 terabyte model, but none of those models come with a free game, so I was like, okay, I don't give a shit about Madden, I don't give a shit about most of these games, and I found one that comes out like on the 11th. It's a 1 terabyte model with Gears of War, and it comes with it for free. Gears of War 4. So I was like, okay, then I'll do that. And I was telling my wife, I said, I don't think it's gonna be enough. She told me to go ahead and settle for the 1 terabyte.
Yeah, but
So I
doesn't
found
the
this
1S,
list.
can't you use external hard drives
Yeah.
with the 1S? Then it's
Yeah, yeah, you can, but just me, I prefer not to have the clutter because even for my Wii U, like I have a 128 gigabyte flash drive in it.
okay.
But when I saw that, I was like, okay, then. I found this list of Xbox One games. It's like 250 games, and they give all the install sizes. Now, core indies typically are less than a gigabyte, but almost every major title was about 20 to 50 gigs.
Hmm.
And of
I
course,
know, but
Halo Master Chief Collection was, I think, 60.
yeah,
Well, you know why that is, right? They won't optimize
yeah,
any of the shit.
yeah, and we know that. But the thing that killed it, like you said, okay, so now, so like you said, now I hear people like you just said, Red. I know you said it for because you be objective in that. We are saying like, okay, look, the Xbox One, you could add you could add an external hard drive.
Hmm.
That's so. How about we don't say the exact same thing with a Wii U when you come on when they gave you the option to do it in the first place? See, that's
Yep.
the kind of stuff that pisses me off when people say that stuff and they don't know what it's saying.
Well,
They
there
piss
is
me
a
off as
double
well,
standard. Let's keep it
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
There is a double standard, and I mean, at the end of the day, we just have to keep it real.
Yeah, that
The
pissed me
double
off
standard
too.
is real. Like,
People,
okay, let me put this.
people say this shit a lot. Even when it came to like, for example, these screenshots, people were so happy and celebrated when they said, "Oh yeah, now the PS4 and Xbox One have screenshot sharing." I said, "You mean what the Wii U had at launch?"
Yeah, the Wii U Ben had that. You know, it's kind of like there's this old meme on YouTube where these two guys, this white bread dude and this black dude from the hood, are like tweeting back and forth with these little vines, and like the black guy's like, you know, I Ben had cash. The white guy's like Ben had pizza. Those little pizza pockets, and then the black guy's like Ben had bootlegs, and the white guy's like Ben had DVDs. like I mean, these people are bragging about shit that we Ben had. Why are you happy about shit that should have been standard?
Exactly, and like I was gonna say, the Wii U from launch was able to take an external hard drive or flash drive, hell, even a memory card, a simple SD card for that if you wanted. But people were like, well, it should have came with more than 32 gigabytes. It's like, well, Nintendo is a master compression. Even most of their first-party titles, I think first-party titles developed by them, I think the biggest one is probably Smash Brothers or Mario Kart 8, maybe?
Zeno.
No, I said biggest, like, made by them.
Yeah, I thought you're talking file size. That's what I'm trying to ask you. What do you mean, file size?
Yeah, file size.
Yeah, Zeno.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles without.
Well, Xenoblade Chronicles was made by Monolith Soft. I'm talking about like made.
That's
with
it, but that's first party.
Though. That's first party. Though. Xenoblade Chronicles X is like with the extra data packs is like 28, 29 gigs.
26 gigs.
No, 20. It's
Really?
27 or 21.
26.
No, because it uses up the whole damn disk just by itself.
Yeah, it's 26
the
gigs.
data packs. Yeah, with the data packs. The data packs are like in total. I thought they were like 3 gigs after you get download all 3 of them.
No, the data packs are 10 gigabytes, and the game itself is like I think 13 or some shit.
Well,
It was 19. It's 19. It's 19 for the data packs, and it's 7 gigs for everything that's on there. So 26 gigs. Yeah.
So there you go. I mean that. Like, and here's the thing. Like that game is huge, and it's bigger than any game that's out there right now.
And it's fully loaded on the screen all the time.
Combined. Fallout 4, Skyrim, The Witcher, that shitty Lost Cause game.
You had to. You had to.
Come on now, man. You ain't got to much
On the run.
I'm gonna keep it real. I saw this guy. I was watching Djibouti Dubs. This is not a plug, but their channel is kind of funny. And they were doing like a let's play of Just Cause 3. It was funny because they were like little voices they do and little fucked up shit they did as the character. But I mean, that's not a very good game. I'm sorry.
It has so many loading screens, despite being a huge open world, supposedly.
Oh, but someone actually said it took them like 2 days to run from one end of the map to the other. I say, but that's not the game that's on a disc. The entire game is not on the disc or on the hard drive. It's also being generated by the cloud servers.
Well,
But
all
if
I
you
know
talk about
is
a game that's on disc, period, Xenoblade Chronicles X is to me a monumental and, in my opinion, still an impossible achievement. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they did it.
they did. Like I said, you know what? I have to say this. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like you was still okay. Take out the data pack because the data packs is helping with the load times. Take out the data packs out. You still could play the game.
Yep.
You still can play the game on a disc. You can plug it in and still play the game. What I said, I put in the game. Now I'll say this.
Might not be as smooth.
As a test. Yeah, as a test. I put a game in without the loading packs, and the Wii U was going a little.
Yeah, it might not be as smooth, but I mean, but that's called craftsmanship. And like I said,
but,
I mean,
but that's really the popping is. It doesn't really take down the frame rate. Cause they say the frame rate is locked at 30.
No, it's not. It's not doing. No, I'm talking about is where the load time kicks in is when you go out and out of the battle, and when you go into the different cities and stuff. You do have like a hard load to load in. Like when you do a fast travel, you load in. Basically, you have to reload the whole world again. So it takes a while.
But of course, it's gonna be monumental because it's a Wii console, y'all.
You still ain't got a good connection. Anyway.
Hey man, just cause where you live at is all big Yankee Doodle City, and I'm out in the country, boy, that doesn't mean shit.
Well, we're getting the city then. Anyway,
I'm in the city. It's called interstate.
Anyway, but no, it's just one of those things that just perplex me in that regard of saying that like. You have these games that's doing that, and that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's now, and again, I have respect for Michel Ancel. I have respect for him. So I'm happy that the Good and Evil 2 is gaming done. I'm like I said, I hope that he's taking the range of it because he's a good coder and a good director. He takes good care of it. If he's the main, I don't think he's the main yet. He's one of the directors, but I don't think he's the main director. Because I'll feel more better in his capable hands and not like say like maybe somebody who's the head of the Assassin's Creed team.
Oh God.
Jade Raymond.
Huh?
Jade Raymond.
Hey, I don't know. I don't care.
She doesn't even work. She doesn't even work at Ubisoft anymore. They got rid of her, or maybe she left that.
Well, she left. I think the person who did when she did the first after the second. I think after the fourth one or second one, I'm not 100%, but I remember she said that she was like, yeah, I don't like the way this game, the way the game is going. Kind of like how, dang, the guy from Resident Evil,
Shinji Mikami.
Shinji Mikami was saying the same thing with Resident Evil.
And here's the thing: whether you people like Assassin's Creed or not, which I'm not a huge fan of it, but I have to admit the first two games were better. And their spinoffs, and then once it got to 3 and 4,
well, hell, again,
I like good.
Go ahead. They released it. Yeah, well, like I said, they released 11 games in 5 years. So hell,
yeah,
that's what killed it to me. It's like, okay, y'all said, well, oh, Mario, this, nah, that's the Mario's spread out. At least that I could say, shit. But 11 games in 5 years, god dang. Come on, people.
Yeah, it's bad. And what got to me on that article with the file size that even the person with the article was like, more than likely it's not optimized. And I'm thinking, you think? Because you optimize shit, you get rid of unnecessary bulky code, and a game of that size could go from being 130 gigabytes to maybe about 20 or 30 if you really take time to optimize the shit.
Well, optimization is a little bit more. It's a little bit more complex than that, but I get what you're saying.
I know that. Yeah, I know it's more complex than that, but it's even still like you can tell with these large game files. To me, these games can run off the disk if they really took time to optimize the games. But since they're more interested in making a release date and making a quick buck, they're just like, here's all the code, slap it on there, make them install it, and that's it.
Well, they're just porting shit over. That's all they're doing. They're just a quick and dirty port. That's all they're doing. And listen, I understand how gaming is going, where people have people do whatever the hell they want, but Seriously, it's getting old.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I really.
All right, we see. Like I said, we wait and see, and like I said, and shout out to Anderson. He's right. The next game is kind of like thing, which I forgot. I played the game too. Valkyrie Chronicle.
Yeah.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, and it does.
I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think he's gonna do too well on the PS4, but
the new one, you mean?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, well, you're right. You could be half right. I'm not gonna say negative because it's been under control. Okay. I was gonna say the audience is there because that's where we're placed. Yeah. So we could say that. But you're right. If you're gonna go with the whole budget and everything, yeah, then I can see you coming from.
If they keep the budget under control, it'll do okay. It's not gonna do gangbusters.
They're going to use the Final Fantasy 15 engine.
Okay, well, you need an ass.
No, the reason I say
you know they are, man. You know they are.
The reason I say if they keep the budget under control is because if you look at the game, it has gorgeous graphics and like highly polished, stylized graphics.
Yeah,
and those are expensive because they had to get like professional people to do that, and that's, I mean, even though, I mean, in almost every country, animators and people who do that type of design kind of get dogged on, like they really need a fucking union, but it's still kind of expensive at the end of the day. So,
I mean, but we know the graphics style is cel shaded, so as long as they keep it like that, it's cheaper than the art style is cheaper than trying to do the whole.
I'm gonna keep it real. I like the first game because it had Ica from Skies of Arcadia in it, and I would have liked had they kept that theme. Like they had multiple characters from Skies of Arcadia who just popped in. You know, I'm Verus, bitch. Why don't you look? We have guns. Why are you using 2 cutlasses? Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, but it is a fun game. Like I said, there's a game. Like I said, there are games that's on other consoles. That's good. Like I said, you're right. I mean, I'm talking about budget, not by. I don't think about the budget you just talked about. To me, I don't think it's the graphics with it. I think it's more like how to promote it and what they're gonna do and all kind of stuff. Because again, sometimes remember. I don't think it was a lot of money to make the game graphically intensive for Metal Gear 5. It was just all the other stuff they tried to add into it was what made it, and the voice acting and everything that made it expensive. And again, it sold over $6 million and still was a financial flop. So
yeah, you know, and Sega has not proven to be.
Yes, I know you're right. You're right.
They have not proven to be the best when it comes to business.
Yep. So we'll wait. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works out. So so how that works out in that regard. And let me see here because I've been a. Don't do this to me now. Okay, there you go.
I mean, I want them to do well. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh man, Sega needs to die. Because there are legitimately some IPs from Sega that I wish did better.
Yep.
Yakuza, Virtua Fighter, Monkey Ball.
Well, I mean, I don't really care about Virtua Fighter. I don't really care about Virtua Fighter, but
you bitch.
I've never cared about Virtua Fighter.
I do. So
I know. Like I always like the more arcadey fighters. So like your Soul Calibers, your
everybody has their preference, bro.
If they check it out, I'm gonna kick your ass, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally speaking, I prefer Soul Calibur over Tekken. Like Soul Calibur is my favorite 3D fighter. Dead or Alive isn't fun to play, but it's fun to watch people play Dead or Alive. like I can sit down and watch people just kick people through walls and then have the dude jump down to the next level and kick them through another wall and have them jump down through that level. Like it's kind of fun watching people fight in Dead or Alive, but it's not a fun game to play.
No. Well, for me, like I said, I mean, first my one was 3D was basically 3D fighter would be two. I would say I did love on PlayStation Ballerina Toshinden. I did like that when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Love that fighting game. I do like Virtual Fighter, and also another game that I like. Two games that I like. Those 3D games that had fun. I did like Rival Schools when it first came out, and of course Project Justice.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, and I loved the game that Mr. T did a long time ago. I'm sure that I still have in my 64, which is called Flying Dragon.
Yeah, that was a good game.
2 games in one. One was an RPG setup kind of fighting game, which was, to me, that was something I never played before. An RPG fighting game, and you could put weapons and stuff, and it stats and stuff to your thing, and it's still fun, and the story keeps on going. I'm like, damn. And then, of course, they had a regular, regular, just arcade style, just beating the hell out of each other.
You know, I actually liked games like that back in the day during the 5th gen. So I loved Energize, God Bless the Rain. Which the actual fighting sucked, but the little RPG system was actually kind of fun. I wish there were more games like that.
That's why I did my rant video, because that's what we're missing. You guys saying about we don't want Sticker Star or Metroid or this game or that game to be this, but you know what? The spin-off, like I said, I happy to play Kirby's Rainbow Quest. I was happy to play Toad Treasure Tracker, because it spin out of something else. Nothing wrong with it. Your creativity. It was there, and people created these games. We had more genres back in the 4th, the 5th, the 6th gen than we have now in the 8th, where we have more technology and more power and all this blah 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 blah.
And more technology, more power, less innovation, and less diversity. Like where are shooters? And I don't mean first-person shooters or third-person shooters. I mean, where are Gradiuses? Where are R-Types?
Exactly. Yeah, I know. Don't even remind me. Like I said, the last game I played with that was Metal Torrent, and of course Ikaruga, but Ikaruga was on GameCube, and Metal Torrent was on the 3DS, looking for me. But there's not many of those games like that. Or we get beat 'em up sprawlingly. That's mixed in with a hack and slash. It's not really a true beat 'em up like we usually bring up. Like it's like not a lot of the genres died out. Sports arcade, like everything went straight realistic sports game. We don't have no more arcade SSX Tricky, FIFA this. All that genre is gone. There's a void.
Platformers look like that way too, in terms of like major companies.
Well, indies just took over that spot. There are a lot of indie platformers. As much as you like platformers, there's a lot of indie platformers. Some of them are really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a third of them are good, and then you have the other 2/3 are like range from okay to mediocre. And like platformers have kind of gotten a little saturated, if you will.
In the indie market, yes. Yeah. In the indie market, yeah, because they're doing what we did. Basically, the indies to me feel like Super Nintendo Genesis era.
Yeah.
Because we gain different ideas and we put it in there. Because you had your Sonic, you had the Sonic and the Mario, but then you still had your Aladdin, your Lion King, you still had your Rocket Island Adventures, and you had your different platformers still. You just changed a little bit, arcade-ish or whatever. And we have that now still, but we have that now in the indie market, because you have, like I said, Metroidvania style, which is Metroid game I call. Like I said, I only say because for purposes, but the Metroid style of Axiom Verge, or like we call it. Dang, I just had to get all the Garco Men and stuff. Or you have like Gunvolt, which is basically the evolution of Mega Man X, Zero, ZX and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you have those, and those indie games, and look what it is. You have Yacht Club reaching out to Ukulele, reaching out to NC Create, reaching out to Rumble. Like that indies right now is in the age of Super Nintendo Genesis age right now. Like the people that have no problem reaching out to people and having fun with it. Yeah. I hope they stay that way, but we'll see.
My only gripe really say about how a lot of genres have died. The problem is I guess these companies think, handhelds are cost on me. Let's just put them on mobile.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things I did have a little gripe with. Like I said, good job, Red. Like I said, I listened to that podcast you had with John.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I put my comment on there, and he's hopefully able to get to do a one-on-one with me. But I understand. I know where you were coming from with the whole cell phone thing. I think John was reaching a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Yeah,
Not even a little bit. He was reaching. He was
was
reaching.
like, well, I mean, like, look, listen, John Lucas is an acquaintance of mine, and for a lot of things, I really do respect the man's opinion and where he's coming from. But I mean, like, I think I've said this before. The real money, like Nintendo, doesn't like their main thing. They like to control their ecosystem.
Yeah.
Okay. They like. I mean, it's like living in your own house where you can control the temperature of the air, the AC, because you don't have anyone else in there living with you. So you can control all that shit. That's how Nintendo is. They don't want to have a roommate. And even though we know the Apple Mario iPhone thing on Apple is going to do very well, and then when they port it over to Android, it's going to do even better because Android has a way bigger audience than Apple ever will. But I mean, like, they're gonna do really well. But
No, I mean, well, like I said, he was saying that he was gonna go to the iPhone and all that stuff. Yeah, but again, here's the thing: the people who was gonna buy, Nintendo's trying to see if we get maybe siphon off maybe 1, 2, 3% people to go buy the games like you brought up the whole Pokemon game with Pokemon Go. But
that's
people,
not their goal.
Yeah,
I mean,
Go ahead.
Their goal, like I was about to say, is that they want to build up interest in their IPs, because how many of those? Okay, let's say 3 million people download that app. If let's say 30% of that 3 million say, you know what, I'm gonna go get a 3DS. Let's say they have a family, they're gonna buy Nintendo's next home console. That means they can sell that person numerous games. And that's where their money is. Because here's the thing, they're going to have to give a cut of their Mario game to Apple. And Nintendo, I mean, look, whatever. It is what it is. But really, where their real money comes from is from their software. They're going to be like, look, you buy our hardware, we sell it at either break even or make a small profit, but then we can basically foist, you buy 10, 12, 15, 20 games, that's money.
Yeah, but yes, and I understand it. And what I was trying to say also, though, the people who he was talking about, we know that Dash and Go and everything is a different experience. The people who wanted to play the mobile games, he was saying that people are going to play the mobile games, they're going to play the mobile games. If they don't have enough interest to, they know that it's just like, okay, I didn't have interest to buy the game, the 3DS in the first place. And they give me a little pocket stuff here I could play and whatever. And then the next two months later, they're bored with the thing. They were never going to buy it anyway. So if I can get them to just download and get a little money off of it, that's a small business plan. Because they were never going to go to get the game or buy the console anyway. So
that's the thing I disagree with when Ray Fox said that one-on-one with John. It's like he was thinking, King Machine was going to port everything to mobile. I'm like, the only thing that really got ported was nothing original. There was no ports. It was just original materials to get people like, Pokemon Go. Maybe I should invest in Pokemon again.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. We also got to remember, there's a lot of us like, I use me as an example. I'm not going to pick up Pokemon Go or play. I'm not going to play Pokemon Go or Miitomo or Dash. Not saying that they're not bad or good. It's because I like tactile controls. I like controls that's precise. So I'm not going to go buy those games. There are people in the middle, like Red just said, with a 30%. I'm like, okay, I like this. Let me introduce this to my kid or whatever and go pick it up. And then you have people out there who's cool with playing sloppy controls on a mobile phone and say, hey, this is good enough for me. I don't need to go. If they're not going to say, hey, let me get a couple bucks out of them, that's, as a business, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You can't think that. That's one of the things that he said that was crazy. That was like, I didn't understand. I was like, okay. And the other one that had me was like, and had me laugh. He blew me away with this one when he told me Konami. I'm like, dude, you cannot compare Konami to Nintendo. Where you get that from?
Yeah, the whole Kirishima thing. I'm like, we don't know how it's going to be. He's basically still continuing Iwata's plan. I mean, he's just there at the moment.
To what we know.
And Kimishima still hasn't really done anything like that has majorly deviated from the plan yet. Like he hasn't really done anything that says, okay, this is what I'm going to do. like he hasn't done it yet. So I mean, I don't know. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I think people need to. I think at this point, people need to calm the fuck down, take a step back, take a deep breath.
Well, you did say that. You did say that in there. But I'm just saying, Konami never put out their own console. Konami never rise nowhere close to them making the money in billions as Nintendo.
No.
So how you can compare those?
Konami
Like,
nowadays, wow. Konami hasn't really been that big in gaming for the last 5-6 years. The most profitable part of their business is their little
Pachinko machines.
Yeah, their pachinko machines and their health clubs. That's what. So people need to calm the fuck down. Just calm the fuck down. Take a deep breath. Relax. And here's the thing. Look, listen. There's a lot of senior staff at Nintendo that know the plan. Okay, they know what they're supposed to do. Okay, and Kimishima. Look, listen. I don't care how much Kimishima thinks. Oh, I'm gonna do all this shit. Look, there's so much senior staff there that he knows not to fuck up the legacy. Right?
No, you're right. You're right. And in this way, like I said, we'll see when things happen. It happens. But those were the two big punches I heard when I was into the podcast. I was like, And that's orange. That was apples to orange when you compare those stores. Like, no, you can't compare those. Again, you say Sega, all right. You say Sony, okay. You say Microsoft,
Even with Sega, like, because I've had this talk with John Lucas before. It's like, well, Nintendo and Sega. I'm like, Sega is like the bootleg version of Nintendo. It's like we don't have the business sense. We don't have the business sense. We like Sega relied way too much on fucking technology and breakneck visuals and not enough on core
games.
Well, on core abilities. It's kind of like this, okay? Nintendo can get by because basically they rely upon, okay, we have our hardware, which is good enough, but really what we double down on is that we have the basics down on how to make really good games.
Yeah, the gamecraft. That's what I was talking about before. Yeah.
Sega's like, oh man, oh shit, CDs are coming. We need to make a CD attachment. It's like, oh shit, we really need to get into 3D gaming. It's like, if you made good games, no one would give a fuck what dimension the game was in if it was good.
Yeah, and like I said, we've seen that, you know what, even though the Wii have not sold, the gaming software has sold like crazy compared to both other consoles,
which is embarrassing. I mean, people keep on slapping PlayStation on the back, and everyone's like, oh man, PlayStation is really Look, listen, when someone who owns, it's like basically if you were Coca-Cola and your brands were getting outsold by a little mom and pop operation that's been in business for 200 years, but in the same as one bottlery, one bottling plant, and they only distribute in one place, you're getting outsold by them, you have fucked up, my friend.
Yeah.
And people need to really think about that before they're like, oh man, it's doing. Yeah, but the money is not in hardware. Everyone thinks the money's in hardware. The money's in software. Hardware enables you to sell people software. But if you can't sell software, what's the point?
That's you're right, and it's sad because again, we saw that early this year a lot of studios got shut down from both sides, Sony and Microsoft.
I also want to add this in too. If everyone want to pat Sony in the back, how come the only thing that people think of Sony now is PlayStation and maybe a TV and maybe TV?
Not their TVs.
Not TV. What's
their music?
Anything else that's big aside?
Their music.
Yeah, Sony movies, Sony Pictures, basically what they call it. The movies and some of the TV shows do the same thing. Yeah, Sony Pictures, Sony Music.
Not their electronics. Their electronics not been. You want to know who's really been kicking Sony's ass in electronics, just in Japan. I'm not talking about worldwide. Believe it or not, Panasonic.
I'm about to say Samsung.
Well, I said in Japan. Samsung is South Korea. No, in Japan, no. Panasonic. And here's the thing: Panasonic is like the Nintendo to Sony's Sony, because Panasonic is much smaller than Sony, but their technology has been kicking Sony's ass. And the reason why is because 20 years ago, the people who made Sony's cutting edge technology got pissed and left. And a lot of them went to Samsung, and a lot of them went to Panasonic, and some went to Mitsubishi.
Well, hell, we know that because remember one of the articles I talked on my stuff when the guy who was trying to make the glass the glassless 3D whatever, and he was going to go do it for the Vita, and of course he left, and the patent was still with Sony, and they sued Nintendo and whatever, and then of course thank God it stopped. The Nintendo again. The one thing on Nintendo I do like. They fight their court cases. They came back and said, this is bullcrap, and they won that court after that.
Yeah.
I wish Sony, like I said, I'm gonna be honest. I wish Sony didn't get no money out of it, but it is what it is. They did have a patent to it. They just didn't use it. They didn't use it the way that they're supposed to say they're gonna use it.
It couldn't have been that much money because they still had to sell some damn buildings to make it look like they were profitable.
Well, no, but it wasn't that much. It was basically $2 each DS cartridge, so that's still a lot. Me and you, Red, we would love that kind of money. Okay?
Oh yeah. Like if Nintendo said, okay, you get 0.01% of every of the gross sale of all products, I'd be like, shit, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Exactly.
Shit. Nah, be quiet and shut up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but again, Nintendo did fall back that lawsuit, and they stopped and insisted on when the cease and desist whether or not, and they can't do that no more. Now they got back the 100% profit back on the cartridges again.
Well,
and
I do have a not a topic, but just a little thing I was going to say. I recently read an article talking about Microsoft wanting to sell 200 million.
Oh yeah.
Xbox One.
We didn't talk about that.
I'm not going to cover that because it's going to be in my bullshit busters the night after tomorrow, Saturday.
I'm gonna answer right here. That is bullshit.
Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. Here's all I'm going to say about it. Okay. I know people say that Nintendo was crazy for wanting the Wii U to sell 100 million, but their last console sold over 100 million. So while that is an outlandish number, it makes sense if you think about, okay, we've had multiple consoles sell 100 million or close to 100 million. So it's not that outlandish for you to say, okay, well, we want, because normally when you're selling the next generation of a product, you want to sell as much, if not more. That's just basic business. But if you combine the sales of all of Microsoft's gens of consoles, none of them even combined really went above 100 million. So for them to think 200 million with an overpriced, underpowered compared to its competitor system that had features that no one fucking wanted is laughable.
Well, the thing that killed me, like you said, even like I said, I've said, you go back to the rest of my channel. I've said when they came out, I said Nintendo said they wanted to sell 100 million Wii U's. Even before the thing, I was like, that's not gonna happen again because the 17 was a fluke. It
was a fluke. You're right, but I mean, like I said, they've had it happen before.
No. I was gonna explain that it was a fluke, but here's the thing: they rounded down to the nearest 100 to say, okay, 100 million is at least obtainable. Again, I didn't think that would never get to that high, but obtainable. But you sold 70 to 80 million of your consoles, and you rounded. You doubled, not even you went beyond double 2.1 that.
It went 200% growth, over 200% growth. Like,
you're gonna try to do 200 million? What made you think that?
Yeah,
that's cockiness. That's cocky.
Well, I mean, the thing that gets me is that it's like I'm like, okay, like I'm like, where do you get these numbers? Because the original Xbox sold under 20 million worldwide, like everywhere. The Xbox 360 sold officially like what, 63 million?
Nah, but it's between 70 and 80.
Okay, 70 to 80, but then you have to take off a third of that because a lot of those sales that they like to call sales, we sold, it's really replacements for
the Red Ring of Death.
For the Red Ring of Death. So really it's like 60, 63. So I mean you've got around, so let's say 80, and now you have the Xbox One, which just cracked 20 million a few months ago. So really they just barely have sold 100 million units throughout 3 gens.
But
So
the thing,
what
like,
the fuck did you think you were in at 200 million this one? I
here's
don't.
the thing that's scary though. I wonder because remember, Microsoft itself always want to shut down the Xbox division. Did they sold them on that to say, hey, we're gonna sell about 200 million Xbox One to keep the Xbox division afloat?
Well,
Okay,
if they sold them on that,
Damn.
that's proof positive that Microsoft they never should have entered the video game. Because if you think after 3 generations of failure that apparently, and when I say failure, I don't mean we sold a small amount but we made enough to be profitable. I mean it's never been profitable. It's still not profitable now. 3 gens of failure. And Microsoft has all this money and they can't make a successful console. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing.
It was just weird. It's just weird to me. That's all I'm saying. Like I say. So yeah, you can go. You gotta go check out Red on his BS Busters Saturday. If you know, well, yeah, it should be. But you at Red, it should be no problem. Like I said, for me, like I said, for us on the East Coast, we got a storm to look at.
Well, where you are, you're going to be in the thick of it. But
not that much.
I overseeded my lawn, so actually the rain is welcome because it's going to basically mean that my grass will not die before it can overseed the bald spots in my lawn. So I'm actually quite happy about the rain.
Well, you got lucky. I can say, yeah. I told that to my coworker. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, but you see, we ain't gonna get no little small little rain. We're gonna get a good amount of rain, so it'll wash away the seeds. That's the problem.
Yeah. We're gonna get some rain, but it's not gonna be like what you guys are getting. And
nah, like I said, I'm not. Like I said, people like SK Massive and them, they're down in the thick of it in Florida. I'm not. Jay's in Atlanta. I don't know. Jay and Shadow's in Atlanta, so I don't know how they're gonna be. How that's set for them. But
I feel kind of bad about it. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
The worst thing is that it has my name.
If I have Anderson Sawyer, you're gonna be hard because you gotta understand the accent.
They're like, Matthew killed some people. I'm like, oh shit.
Anderson, you are a friend on my Facebook page. Cause you, like I said, there's some people I let people know who I am, whatever. You saw the little video they put up with the Jamaica versus Matthew the Hurricane.
Yes.
That is
level
funny.
Up. Level up.
That is funny. That is funny as hell because the accent, of course, you get a Jamaican accent, of course. But I'll do it quickly for y'all because it basically is the Hurricane Matthews coming to the thing, and Jamaica's like, hey, don't come here. We have enough problems. And Matthew's like, you can't tell me what to do. He's like, look here, Matthew. We have enough problems. What's going on in Jamaica? Don't come around here. He's like, you can't. And he starts singing a song, which is a song in the Caribbean. It's, you can't tell a hurricane to stop coming. And then he's like, Matthew, listen to me. He said, look here, what are you gonna do? You can't do nothing to me. Level up, which is basically like category going up from 3 to 4 to 5. So he's like, level up. One more time, level up. One more time, level up. You better go and get, and I'm breaking it down because his accent is good, but like I said, the accent is so strong, I don't think a lot of Americans will understand it. But so I'm breaking it that way. So he's like, go ahead and get your fish and your breads and all that stuff, and go hide your banana trees because I'm coming for you. And in the video, basically, and this is what I like about it, YouTube. I gotta say, it's not even YouTube internet age. It's sad. We have the creativity. That's the thing that kills me. That's what we talk about. That we have the creativity. But what this is a video. Somebody animated the island talking and the hurricane talking as well with the video. So they did that.
Really creepy, dude.
Yeah, but they did. Ask Anderson. They did.
And like when I saw it, I was just like, "Oh man, this is the ghost of some angry, pissed off slaves." Didn't make it.
But what killed me is basically what happened is Jamaica pull out a Super Soaker as a gun, and told Matthew, and Matthew like, and that part is Jamaican. He's like, so Jamaica pull out a gun on the hurricane, and Matthew like, bumble clock. He said, he was like, he said, so you ready to come see? He said, I'm sorry, sir. You sorry now? I'm sorry, sir. Move from me. Go someplace. He said, man, I didn't mean to come here. My mother sent me here, and I'm supposed to go to Haiti. And he started doing the Haiti accent, like, I don't even speak the English. I have supposed to I was like, what the hell? Who came up with that thing? I think it's right you on my Facebook, so you can see it. You can see the video too. It's
Okay.
funny.
I'm gonna try to share it. I'm gonna try to share it now if I
Yeah.
can.
They said, they was joking about that as well when it came to like how Hurricane Matthew shifted, like it's not really gonna touch North Carolina. It's like, damn, not even the hurricane want to be in North Carolina because the house built too. I'm like,
Now, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one because of what happened. That's stupid. The Hurricane's like, yeah, you guys have H1B1. I don't want to go around that shit. Yeah. Nah, but I mean, it is funny. But yeah, if anybody out there who go to the storm, hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, SK Massive, Jay, Shadow, all the people them. It's not only the winds and stuff. It is like the flooding. There's a lot of rain. So that's what it is. So hopefully y'all don't get no flooding and stuff. Like I said, that's one thing about where I live at in my house is like I'm on a hill. So hopefully I will never get flooded, but hopefully when they build this area, it's basically natural. So I ain't gonna worry about no sinkholes. Thank God, like Florida.
No mudslides.
Well, not mudslides, but sinkholes. That's what I'm worried. But it's not. This is not a place that was built on something else. This is not a place that was built on something else. This is something that this is natural hill that was they built on. So I ain't gonna worry about that. But like Florida and like Florida or Europe, whatever, they built up over catacombs and other stuff
It's just places where they should not have built.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that's all of America. I mean,
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably all over the fucking world. Like
Well,
places
yeah.
where they dump stuff. I mean, it kind of sucks sometimes.
Okay, so Anderson is saying it right now. I know you can hear it.
Sorry.
No, so you were sharing it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying negative. So you were trying to share it. You can hear accent. I don't know if y'all can understand it. Go ahead, share it.
I don't know how, but let me try.
You were just doing it. I just heard it. I just heard the audio. I just heard the audio. Okay. I could do
Okay,
it.
it's coming. Dang.
I got it, Anderson. I got it.
Wait.
If you
Nah, I got to Anderson because
if you put a link in the description field, I can watch it myself and probably.
Well, it's something with Facebook where they make sure that you can't share outside of Facebook.
That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I just like the poet just changed the language. Macwell, I don't even speak the English.
It's like I don't even know why I came here.
I know when he pull out a gun, like yeah. So, but
I hate to say this to you. I hate to say this to people, but I used to live in Florida, and like a lot of people from a lot of Caribbean accents, so Haitian, Jamaican. So even though like I kind of lost my ear for it for a little bit, but I get a lot about what
you were going on. No, I would think you could get it. But it is super thick because we talk fast. That's one of the things too. You got to keep up with the speed that we're talking. But other than that, though, like I said, hopefully everything we should. I don't think we have a problem. The hurricane they said it's tracking to go around. I mean, to turn out, so it won't. I said where I'm at and where Sprite at, we far in. The only hurricane that ever came this far in was Fran and Hugo back in the day. Every other hurricane stayed out on the coast. So. Like I said, we all right. So hopefully anybody else who got to go through that stuff, they go through and it's not that rough and go ahead. Is this right?
Ain't SK Master down there?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he said this morning. Yeah, he was saying this morning that. So like I said, dude, man, you're an island man. You should know how to take care of hurricanes, but be careful on what's going on. Basically, that's why. If anybody ever, you know what? I'll end it with this. Anybody I was asked the question. If you ever heard me, and I know he's muted right now. If there's when we used to crack jokes with Dr. Field, and I used to say Lord Seabreeze, it's because of that. He would say, I would come in on you and Shepard like a hurricane. I'm like, dude, we live in the Caribbean. We know about hurricanes. That's not scaring us. That's what we call him, Lord Seabreeze. When we were messing with him, because the first time he started talking that mess, when he first talking that mess, it was like
Dynamo, bitch.
You didn't, exactly like I said. The first couple,
nowhere.
I know, right? But the first couple of times, you wasn't Lord Dynamo with me, bitch. So stop saying that. At the time, you're better than me now. I'm not gonna deny it.
I'm not better than you from the beginning.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Shepard was there too. He saw your ass got beat. So don't go tell no lie now.
Don't tell no lies, man. Come on now, man. Let's not lie here now.
Whatever. I know what I saw. You looking for me? I don't record stuff like you all the time, but I know what we saw. Shepard was there. My sister saw it. My sister and Shepard saw it live, so I
don't turn it. Well, I mean, we all know that Dr. Feelgood is a little Nixon. He records everything.
Actually, I don't record enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, but that time he wasn't recording that one. I know for sure because I remember you came out with Lord Dynamo. The bucket came out. You switched the bucket. You still got your butt handed to you. Went back to Dynamo, and you I think you said, "I'm done because my team sucks." I was like, "Stop doing that, man." So it is what it is. But again, that's where the Lord Series came from, the whole hurricane talk. So we got used to it. But like I said, right now you have again basically 12 o'clock tonight, or if anybody gonna have to pick it up, you have color. Like I said, you have Color Splash coming out. It's kind of funny, like me and Doc talked at the beginning. People who were irate and super angry and like, oh my god, and saying, and now they go to their channel like.
This game's actually pretty good.
Like Doc said.
So is this basically like the Wind Waker all over again?
No. Here's what it is. Okay, like people won't let go. They won't let go Thousand Year Door. Now, I love Thousand Year Door. It's one of my favorite games. But even I had to realize that at a certain point, you gotta let go Thousand Year Door. I mean, I love Thousand Year Door. It's one of my favorite games, but I mean, you gotta let it go. They're not gonna make another one.
Well, it's like for you, Red. Like I like people. Hey, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite RPGs. They're not gonna make a next Chrono Trigger.
No,
I'm not looking for it.
And if they look at the current team they have at Square Enix, if they said we're gonna make a direct sequel to Chrono Trigger, I'd be like, God damn, that game is fucked. Okay, okay, because I don't trust any of those people to make old school classic RPG. Now, if they said we're working in conjunction with the people at we've patched up our shit with Hironobu Sakaguchi and not Intelligent Systems, Monolith Soft, the people who made these games back in the day, I'd be like, okay, I have a little bit more faith.
But you're still not gonna be Chrono Trigger. You have to accept the game for what it's gonna be. That's what I'm trying to say.
The only thing that would make me excited about a new Chrono Trigger is if they said, we're going to make a new Chrono Trigger. It's going to be on handhelds, but we're going to remake the first one in the style of a Dragon Quest 7 or 8 on the 3DS, because the art style would lend itself very well to that. But other than that, nope, don't care.
No, and that's what I'm trying to say, because like I was telling Doc, like Super Metroid is one of my favorite Metroid games. I love that game. I shitted on Prime before Prime, but I played it. I remember I played it a week before the game got released. I shitted on Prime before because I didn't know what the game was going to be, and Reggie talked about it too. But my point is, but Prime stand out as its own thing. Even though out of the 3 Prime series, I love 2 more than 3 and 1, but it's Prime still stand out as its own thing. I never asked to. I put it in its own category. That's what I do. You're not gonna get a Super Metroid again. You're not gonna get this. Zero is its own thing. Fusion is its own thing. I mean, Red Steel 2 is nowhere compared to Red Steel 1. It's its own thing. Mario Kart 8 is different than Mario Kart 7. I mean, it's 2 different things. Come on, people.
Yeah. Although, let's keep it real. The best Mario Kart is still...
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Everybody has their preference. You know that I'm being on my podcast.
I'm being facetious.
I know.
But
Okay.
I still do.
Right, it is Double Dash. Double Dash.
But I'm just saying. Like you're not gonna have that game for. You're not gonna have that lightning in a bottle twice.
No, I mean there are very few games that no matter what. Like I think the only game that no matter what comes out, people generally love it. More or less is maybe the mainline Mario games. Like they're always pretty much people like them.
Yeah,
but that's a rarity. I mean, he is Mr. Video Game, so.
No, but you're right about that. That's what I'm saying. You're right about it. Like you have those. You have game like I said, Red Steel 2 was not. Red Steel 1 was not. Red Steel 2 came out. Bayonetta 1 has its following. But Bayonetta 2 came out, and people love Bayonetta 2 more. Like I said, Devil May Cry came out, Devil May Cry 2, and then Devil May Cry 3, people like, okay, and then he's back in control, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I gotta take the game for what it is. Do you have aspects of the game that make it fun? Okay, but, I mean, it's not gonna be the lightning in the bottle again, and I wish people could understand that because everybody still people still playing. Oh, they turned the, just like they did with Project M for Melee, Brawl, they did the exact same thing there. They did a patch to do the same thing for Smash Brothers 4. So it's like, can you guys leave Melee alone? If you like Melee, play the Melee game. That's cool, but stop asking for that same thing.
I'm gonna keep it real. Look, I like Melee, but Melee just okay. The single player version of Melee is better than what you had in Smash, but I mean, look, Melee has a lot of bugs. The balance is off, even more so than Brawl in a lot of ways. I think Brawl, like Smash Brothers, is one of the few series that it got progressively better as time went on, except until they went to 4, because that single player is shit.
Melee, Melee, you can tell it was like,
man. Oh,
what?
You loud in my ear, dude. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said the single player is shit.
No, I was saying,
yeah, go now. You just came in with that frost in my ear. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I switched to my computer now. No, yeah, Melee, don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but you can tell those rushed in some areas because they had to get closer to GameCube launch and just some of the glitches and stuff like Red Fox was saying.
Well, yeah, we know that, and the thing that killed, we know that, but the thing that came in, like you said, and the reason, and again, single player for the Brawl for 4 was not because they wanted that. Me and my sister done debunked it because we heard Sakurai said it and tweet about it too. It's because the fucking gamers were pissed at what he did that. So I don't care. I'm blaming the gamers for that shit. I don't blame Sakurai.
I'm gonna keep it real. It kind of makes it not. It kind of makes me not want to play that game because the single player is so shitty. I mean, it's not a good single player. It's
yeah, and again, and for anybody,
you guys hear a little bit of irony though? You want to hear a little bit of irony? So, like you guys, the single player, I believe the single player wasn't that great in Melee. It wasn't good at all. So, then when Brawl came about, they gave us a great single player in Subspace Emissary. Then the Melee players bitched about Subspace Emissary, said, "No, we don't want that shit anymore."
Yep.
And now, when Smash 4 came out, they're saying, "We want Subspace Emissary." Well, you just said you didn't want it.
It's because that's why it's exactly what I said. That's why Sakurai did the way it is because the gamers were bitching about it. That's the true story why it's in the Smash Brawl. Smash 4 basically got this shitty single player because the gamers bitched too daggone much. And Sakurai, I wish he didn't listen to him, but you know what? He did, and I was like, damn it, because
it is a shitty single player.
But as Dr. Fugel just said, I have a perfect example. Go to NBC voice chat. Go to the podcast before Smash Brawl, Smash 4 for when you got released, and then listen to the podcast after, which is back to back, and you hear Per Snyder said, "Oh, did you like the single player for Brawl? I think it was boring. It was a shitty thing." And then the next podcast, they're like, "Man, I wish they had put back in Subspace Emissary." Like Red said, like how you see how stupid that sound? That was back-to-back podcast. That was not like
they you don't miss something until it's gone. And I mean, like I said, the single player in Smash Brothers, Brawl,
Yeah.
the one on the Wii U. I mean, yeah, the game has mechanically never played as soundly, but the fun of just playing by yourself is. I mean,
To me, the only two Smash Brothers games that were actually fun to play, no matter the skill level, because they didn't have too many glitches in them overall, are the first and the
They had
third.
tons of glitches.
Because to me, those are the ones that the melee people cannot stand.
Okay, you're doing it for the spite of the melee people.
Yeah,
No,
you're
really, I'm
trolling,
not.
man.
Like, if you think about it, though, I love the first Smash Brothers. In fact, I still have it. I love it.
Yeah, so do I.
And I love, and I love Brawl. People say it's slower than Melee. I don't give a shit. The game was still fun to me
Yep.
in many ways. I love Brawl. I still have it.
And
But
that
Well, I mean, we
single
have,
player
we have,
is off the
like I said, I have all Smash Brothers, including I re-downloaded. I spent money to download Smash Brothers on my Wii U. Well, on my Wii basically. I'm on my Wii as well, but I have the one for 64 because I put it over. I mean, me and my friends put hours and hours into that game. Every day we came when we played from when we was in high school. So we have that. I played all the games and I enjoyed it. But again, I'm just giving an example of each game had their own uniqueness. I love 4 because 4 has the better character roster that I can't actually a better character roster than what Smash Brothers Wii did. Ryu,
Yeah, I
Cloud, Bayonetta. Shit. And then we have I can't.
Yeah, I like the characters. I'm not gonna lie, the characters are great. But wouldn't it have been great had we had a Subspace style emissary story?
No, I get you, Red. But hell, it would have been Mario Kart 8 would have been good if we had a better battle mode. I ain't gonna lie on that shit.
I would say this. I love Smash Brothers 4. But I would say this. If they would at least put the Smash Run on Wii U, it would have made it even damn near perfect. Even though we don't have the great single player, they would have given us Smash Run on the Wii U version. It would have been great.
Yeah, I think it would have been much better. The Smash Run's better than what we got on the Wii U.
Yeah, but Smash Run was like a miniature version of Subspace Emissary. That's all it was.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Very true.
No, yeah, no, you're right, Red.
And if you're gonna, I mean, instead of giving me kind of a bootleg version of Subspace Emissary, wouldn't it have been great had they just given us a Subspace Emissary?
Again, we got to remember remember, okay, Pierce Schneider and all these people, these guys have weight because they're the reviewers and stuff. So they have a little weight more.
Gamers.
Well, again, they have more weight than me and you, Red. Sorry.
Oh, that may be the case, but they're still fake ass gamers.
I got you. But again, like I said, it's just one of those things. Like I said, Color Splash is coming out. Two games got released by Nintendo for Nintendo this week. Color Splash and of course Gunvolt. I applaud you guys. If you like Color Splash, go in and pick it up. If you don't like Sticker Star not your favorite Super Mario Paper game, don't pick up the game. Simply move on, keep it moving. You don't have to worry about nothing. It is going to have, like I say, it is repetition with all flicking and everything on the gamepad. I saw that, and it's going to be annoying. I'm going to let you know for people who's other friends, whatever. So if that's something going to be, if you don't like tedious and balance system, whatever, don't pick up the game. I'm objective. I'll say I'm trying to be even-handed with people. And then, again, if you're Mega Man people, you're like action platformer, Gunvolt came out, hey, I'm telling y'all, pick it up. If y'all want it, if you love those kind of games, that's up your alley. I've played the game so far. I love Copen. I love Gunvolt. And again, I cracked the joke, and I really do mean it. Copen is a better Beck than Beck because he just is with his dash lock on. I'm sorry. He just is. And I'm sorry that he had to go that way. So, with that said, though, I have to bid you guys adieu because my phone is blowing up right now and I got to take care of this stuff. This was a random talks. Thank you, everybody out there who in the chat. I'm really sorry that I didn't jump in there to say anything like that. Free Puncher, you asked some questions. We answered one of them about the whole what we're playing, and then, like I said, Paper Mario Color Project Cross Zone is going to go for the story of the year for humor. You're right. I will see how that works out. I'm all right with what a storm is for me. It shouldn't be no problem for me on my side. And obviously, I've been doing this lately, so basically, at 10 of 10, thank you for joining Footy Puncher, Chariot Goblin, think that's about that. Most of the people jamming in the chat, so I didn't follow up with it too much. And Sprite, Red Fox, check out Mr. Red Fox's podcast Saturday. Did you do the Luke Cage one?
No, I moved it back because
Oh,
didn't
okay.
coincide with Dr. Feelgood's thing. Yeah, it's going to be Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, and so that'll be the case.
I'll be there. That'll give me time to finish. I think I have like maybe 4 more episodes left to finish.
Yeah, and then of course, I'll shout out because basically I'm gonna go. I can't do it after cast week. I gotta go to do some work. But Anderson, yeah, your mic sound better. Happy that you bought that. That's more better. That'll be making it easier.
Orale.
Yeah, and for anybody, I can say most of these guys in the cast right here, and most of you who jump in later on, whatever. Like, I mean, because of the Storm 1 and 2, I'm supposed to go someplace to do some music, whatever. So I don't know yet, but I might not have a off-air cast Saturday. If anything, if you see me put it up, you put it up. But it's mostly like a 75%. I might not because I might be traveling someplace to do some music for artists and stuff, and I don't know. So anybody like that, that's the case. If I put it up, I'll put it up. If not. But I'm just getting a heads up. So kind of brought it to Kashi when I was trying to take some rest. He was like, "No off-air chat." I'm like, "Dude, I said it Wednesday." But again, just letting you know in the future. But thank y'all for joining out. Check out Sprite's channel, Mr. Red Fox, Dr. Feelgood, The Good Shepherd when he was on. Of course, check out these guys' channel. Enjoyed it what they put up because I ain't seen nothing really from Doc in a while other than OGL cast. Mr. Red Fox, of course, I like like I said, even though it was intriguing. I like that. I like Red and me. Like, you know what? At least let me hear what people's topics are. I mean, our topics' opinions are. We might not agree with them, but at least we could say, okay, let's hear them out. And not try to shut people down like other people try to do when they try to do kind of crazy stuff. Because the one-on-one with him and John Lucas is pretty cool. Go check it out. And I know Sprite, you put up any gameplay lately? Because I ain't seen it lately.
No, I haven't. I've been, huh? You know, yeah.
He's been busy getting his ass with his Splatoon after claiming that I got dull since I ain't played in 2 months.
You never even got me once, dude. Shut up,
dude. Yes, I did.
Okay, so you already don't hear that already. So of course, like I said, you have games that came out, and all of us here has multiple backlogs. Like I said, I still gotta go back and finish Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I gotta beat that game because it's that. But again, Godfall's taking over right now, so it's the plight of a gamer. If you are a true gamer, and in the word, I'm not being sarcastic in this regard,
you have
a backlog
stuff to play. Yeah,
exactly.
Right now, I'm playing this 80-hour game called Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, and I'm 60 hours in, and I still have not beaten it. I'm getting close to the end, but then there's the post-game content. So, I mean, people who say there's nothing to play, I'm like, you're not a gamer. Get out of my face. You're not a gamer. There's always something to play.
Exactly. So with that said, again, check out these guys' channel. Thank y'all for checking us out. As usual, there's no perfect games out. Like I said, I released I forgot who the guy name is. I forgot the name. I ain't gonna remember it. So I put up again, Jay, thank you for the SWAT Cats. I put up a little quick video about the SWAT Cats video thing. That was thank you for doing that. I gotta watch the rest of it. Of course, I'm gonna watch the first disc. And
yeah, I'll put it in my list too. I put it in my Amazon list. I'm getting that next.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm happy it is. And number 2 was I'm happy for the people who's put on Google Plus and on comment about the docking station I reviewed. For people who want to do that stuff, I mean, I'm gonna try to do stuff like that. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but like reviews like certain tech and stuff. Not like a techie tech. Now I'm not Review Tech USA with my bullshit. I'm gonna take true tech and talk how it really is to me, and maybe you might like to do it or might not. I don't do that bullcrap like here, read articles and just say that. That's not reviewing. That's just regurgitating. That's what it is. Regurgitating. Regurgitating USA. That's what you should call it. So
flip flop.
And I want to say something, and this is a troll move. Hey Google, this bullshit you pull with Hangouts, man, not the question app, pisses me off.
True. So
I need
not
you
even
guys to
that.
fix that shit. Like,
Not even-
honestly, fix that shit.
Not even,
Yes, Skynet.
not even that is Google Plus is also has its own problems too. So hell,
I can deal with Google Plus, but changing the way Hangouts is basically done, taking away the question app,
Yeah.
give me a break. You can
Because
still
it's-
schedule events and you can still schedule off-air Hangout on the damn Google Plus.
Because it's a pain in the ass to it's a pain in the ass to answer questions while looking at the chat. Because then you got to have another thing running. It's just
yeah, that's why I said That's why I said what it is. So I mean, but I mean when I do the question thing, I'll do the question thing. I try to answer as much as I can, and but we really didn't have much people in the chat this time talking as much as they did the last one. So it's like okay, but yeah, it is a pain in the butt. That's how it works. But other than that, you guys, wish everybody a good night. Play them games. Remember the usual. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play those games on any system. Have a good night and be safe for the hurricane.
And fuck big YouTubers.
Pre-order the crack on 3DS.